back, everyone, from a very long, wonderful holiday break. I've missed you all.
Yeah.
We've missed
Yes.
you too.
We also missed D&D. We was rolling our dice.
So long.
Yes,
You more, but D&D also.
fair enough. Well, in the last place that we left off, you all had been traveling from one port to another and had picked up a new recruit, Casper, who Mordai
Yeah.
unintentionally but sort of intentionally took under his wing and has trained him in some ways of martial arts and swordplay. Pronto also working hard to kind of facilitate what could be useful for him, giving him or crafting for him a set of armor, a sword, and a dagger, and then upon request asked if he could have more daggers after being gifted those.
Oh my god.
You
Greedy little bastard.
You all, having sailed to a new port, still licking your wounds and slowly healing over time, arriving at the port of Marvin, in now the new country of Akril. You had paid your dock fee, had been met with the dockmaster, and after paying your dock fee and being essentially lightly interrogated as to what your purpose was or who you were, Ash was able to help in procuring a magical document saying that you all were Covens of Glane and that you were on official business searching the Leviathan mating seasons in the surrounding areas.
Wow.
Um,
Do those creatures even exist? Leviathans?
Yeah.
Is
It
that
just
wait?
so
Are
happens
Leviathans the
to
things I
be-
fucking fought? By chance?
not technically.
So that's a yes.
Not technically.
I'm gonna say yes for the time being until I know different.
That's fair.
'Cause those fuckers were scary.
Good.
Oh god, I hated those things. But I also
you-
kind of want one as a pet.
You guys
Yep,
had
good thing I gave you that armor, the cloak, hoodie of the frost.
Oh yeah, no,
You-
that saved my fucking ass, man.
Nice.
Anyways, continuing.
Pronto doing some shopping at There Be Smoke, Kirsten's smithing shop. And Mordai and Casper sharing a drink after his first successful sailing trip to a new land, a place he had never been. The next morning arriving after Mordai returned to the ship with Casper, deciding to stay lodged with the ship. You all rise the next morning, greeted by the sounds of heavy machinery being moved, voices, and people barking orders to other deckhands. And whoever would like to start off with their objectives, you are welcome to do so.
Okay. I would like to note that Proto did not give Casper his new custom hook rapier blade and the dagger yet. Not yet. Until Casper comes back.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Pastor is going to wake up after a night of diligent songwriting,
Hell yeah.
and she's just gonna look around and see who's up and awake.
Assuming that Kage is, doing his job, which is fucking waking up before everyone else to prepare breakfast, that's what he would be doing. And he hasn't been off the ship yet, so he doesn't know fucking anything. So, he has not been off the ship yet, so God knows if he's gonna be questioned and interrogated as well, because he's been on the ship either talking to his friends, or not his friends, the Naturelands people he helped rescue, or simply put, just doing his job and cooking. So,
Pastor's
I
gonna
don't
go
even
pick
think
up
the people
some-
outside know about him yet.
Pastor's gonna go pick up some breakfast.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, Kage will have some bread ready. Good morning.
Morning, Kage. How'd you
Hmm?
sleep?
Could be better, could be worse.
Have you gotten
I
a
haven't
chance to be
heard much.
topside yet?
I have not. I was about to ask, how has that been? I'm a little bit nervous and skeptical because, of course, Natureland. Uh, Natureland folk, but, I was hoping you guys could scope it out ahead of time before I just went gung-ho and started flaunting myself around there.
Well, I
I heard
don't
there's
know
a new
much.
guy as well.
Yeah, so I don't know much about the town. I haven't had a chance to go out there yet. But the guys who went uh, offshore last night could probably do a better job telling you.
Okay.
But we're all paid for, so
Hell yeah.
if you're worried about, wandering guys, I just recommend a long cloak.
Lovely. Well, I'm not particularly worried about wandering eyes. I'm more of worried about people going, "Why aren't you in a cage?" You know? Not many people
Just,
partake to a giant walking cat.
I'm not accustomed to your people, but then again, I'm not too accustomed to my own.
Oh
So,
yeah, no, my people are perfectly normal where I'm from. If anything, you're the weird part. You're the weird person. You're a horned, hairless monkey, personally, according to what other people would say. I could care less.
oh, okay. Well,
That's what humans are, man. They're just hairless monkeys, because that's where you guys came from. You evolved from monkeys. You, on the other hand, you're different. You're a sea tiefling. I don't know. I don't know the specific scientific term, but either way, when humans see me, however, I am more than a giant pet, because I'm a cat. Let's be honest here. I'm not exactly the panther I once was.
well, as far as I'm concerned, you're no more different than uh, the big one, the big metallic one, and the numerous beast folk that we've picked up along the way,
Well,
or
yeah, no, it's
the
just
whale folk.
yeah, it's beast folk on the other hand, they're natureland folk, and just with the proper term. As lovely and nice as we are, not everyone agrees with your ideals there, Aster.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
Well,
like you can ask the slave traders that immediately saw me and went, "Yes, you'd be a great pet."
you do seem quite fluffy.
Listen, listen. Just because I take care of my fur doesn't mean I can be pet. All right, you'll lose a finger.
If you're sure about that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, my bedroom's always open.
Funny.
Pastor's gonna grab a loaf of bread and go to the uh, general area.
Yep, and I guess for Pronto, he would get up and get some breakfast. Oh. And right now, who's like currently awake?
Okay.
Hell yeah.
As you're walking through, you see Casper come around to go grab some food. Kind of steps into the kitchen and sees you, Kage. Looking at Casper, kind of a matted black hair, more pale skin. Um,
Yeah.
not not muscular, but he's well fit. Um,
Yeah.
but a little bit scrawny at the same time. Clad in a full set of armor that you recognize from the ship that you were slaved on. And the helmet crooked under his arm.
I'm going to assume that was a gift and just kind of pass on the fact that he's wearing the slave trader uniform.
Yes.
I'm just gonna skip over that because assuming that they just gave it to him and are gonna hopefully later adjust that so it doesn't look as painful.
The helmet is painted differently with black
Okay.
and white, not of the same colors, and you're only recognizing the form. The color itself is actually different.
Okay,
it's
so they
been
did adjust it,
sanded
okay.
down to It's bare material. So it's this
That's the case, I
kind
don't
of a
care.
dull gray, but you recognize some of the adornments, the shape of the armor, though, to be.
Yeah, that if it's just that, then it's fine. If it was like the exact same fucking thing, then I would be Kage would be a bit like, huh. But seeing as it's very clearly like they've adjusted it and changed it, it's fine. He does not care. Now he's like, okay, they're just reusing
Yeah,
it, which
it's never too late
waste
to
up,
become
whatnot.
slavers.
Funny.
We got 3 we can start with.
Fucking-
Sorry.
Shut.
Always
How dare.
sunny in
How dare you.
Philadelphia screen. The party becomes slave traders.
wow.
That's Philly. Anyways.
Well, Proto did his best, like trying to make it not look like.
Yeah.
easily
First
played
question of the day: how does good old little Casper react to me?
He's seen you in passing, but kind of left you to your work. He's been more busy doing stuff around the ship or spending time training with Mordai. So,
Okay.
this is technically your first really introduction. As he steps in, he kind of looks at you and nods, and
Hey, how you doing?
goes, "I'm good. You're Kage, right?
Yes.
Casper," and puts his hand out.
Yeah, he'll shake the hand after he wipes it off because I'm assuming he's like chopping up some stuff, and he'll give you a handshake, or give him a handshake.
He does a firm handshake and then pulls away and says, goes, nice to meet you. I'm just gonna grab this, and just grabs a piece of bread and then just kind of awkwardly backs out of the room, takes a bite, and turns away.
Yeah, that's not gonna be good for a while. I have a bad feeling about that for some reason. Something right with that. Something right
See.
with that.
If Casper sits right there, Willem is just silently eating his breakfast. Looks over. Hey, hey Casper. So are we learning the entire history of the world today, or what?
He kind of scratches his head and goes, "The entire history. Did
Well, I'm
I?
supposed to train you or something, right? Like you're.
Yeah. Yes. I remember that. Yeah.
All right, I'll teach you plenty of history. It'll be so much fun.
Oh god.
I'm looking forward to it. Well,
If you can't tell, I'm kidding.
oh, okay. Thank God. Oh, yeah.
I
I'm not
didn't.
much for
I
learning.
didn't teach for 100 years just to do another session. You know.
Yeah, I don't.
Nothing wrong with a little schooling.
Yeah.
Unless it's with a sword, I don't really want to learn.
I mean, I could teach you the history of swords. It's not very interesting. But
Pretty much swords, they're metal and mostly, and then they stab you and kill you.
sometimes they make them different. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, sometimes they're small, sometimes they're really big.
Pronto, you know a bunch about that, right? You're
Swords,
Metal
nature's
Man?
knives.
Like Proto, like kind of like moved it with his mouth, like wait, hold on. Yeah. Oh yes, Proto knows. Like Proto has worked with many metals, and shaping them into unique forms. Oh, speaking of which, Casper, Proto was able to make more of your dagger and another weapon. Proto that would fit for you. Let Proto get it. And Proto goes to his goes to his room and get it, and then he walks back. Like he first reveals the well-made dagger, since it's kind of like a shine of pure iron, since I rolled that nat 20 and smelting it.
How many did you make again?
I made only one dagger, but it was a +1 dagger since I rolled above 20 twice in the check.
That's right, yes. As you pull out the dagger and that perfectly gleaming shine of this dagger, placing it on the table, he very gingerly grabs it and just starts inspecting it. His jaw slightly open, just in sheer awe of something that beautiful and well made. He goes, "This is for me?"
Yes, and then another weapon. It is a rapier, but it is custom made. And then he reveals the rapier, and it's hook edge at the end. And then Porto will explain. The reason why this rapier has this hook edge at the end is that it'll help you like knock down foes on like aiming for the legs and knocking them down. Proto saw how you were training with Mordai and like attempting to knock him down. This will help you much more efficiently.
He takes it and just very carefully inspects it, very much intrigued in the hooked edge of it, and stands up, kind of goes into a little bit more of an emptier area, and then just practice swinging it around, just kind of getting used to its weight, and then kind of turns around, looks at you. Could you roll a perception check for me, please?
Oh my god.
Okay. Perception.
Yes.
Okay. Rolling now. 13.
13.
Not terrible.
You see him kind of wipe his eyes a little bit, and then, does it come with a sheath? Did you make a sheath with that?
Like not a sheet, but Proto would have like made like kind of like some kind of like not like a sheet to cover the blade, but definitely like something like to help like attach to the side.
Okay.
It's like a latch, I would imagine.
Yeah. He goes ahead and attaches it to his belt, latches the sword, puts the dagger kind of in a safer spot in one of his parts of his armor. Kind of goes up to you and just kind of looks you deeply in the eyes and says, "Thank you, thank you very much. If there's anything I can ever do to repay you, please let me know."
You're welcome, and thank you to you too, and your offer. Is the weapon a good feel for the weight and the swing?
Yes, it is. A little bit more wieldy than Mordai's axe.
Mm-hmm. You're very welcome. Glad to be of assistance.
Don't forget, Casper, even though you may have a sharp knowledge of swords and blades, it is always nice to have a sharp wit, especially if you find yourself in tricky situations. And Casper gives him a little wink.
He kind of smiles and nods, accepting the advice. Says, "I'm gonna go leave the folks upstairs for watch, okay?"
Sounds good, Casper. Have fun watch.
On a non-RP moment, just want to let you know, I did remove the teleport module that we had, so just dragging your module from the ship to the top, just handle that from there.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't see a reason to bring that back.
Okay.
That's alright.
Casper's gonna
okay.
go retrieve something from her room really quick,
Fuck yeah.
and then come back out.
Let's see.
If possible, I would like to have Kage come out with the big old pot of food.
Okay, sure.
Assuming he's like ready, he's like gonna like serve everybody and stuff.
Yeah, and hold on, quick question, Ty. Like,
Yeah.
like right now, Proto was able like to loot some of the bodies and found some like waterlogged rations. I wonder, what does that mean if the rations are like waterlogged?
So, majority of the time, it means, like, if you left bread and water, it's very soggy and gross.
And it
Crackers
molds
dissolved,
easier, yeah.
molds easier. If it's something that's been salted and brined, that stuff is pretty much gone now. And so it's just basically food with no preserve on it whatsoever, so it can mold much faster. Stuff like that. So those rations, they're just they lose a little bit of their luster. It's more of a descriptive thing. I'm not particularly keeping track of what food would mold or anything. That would be more of a if something story-wise was really important.
Okay.
But
like basically, like if you were like surviving on little rations, they would be important.
Right, but like in this moment, it's kind of a given. Like you're using some of those if possible to create rations, and Kage being the specialized cook in this area, meaning that Kage would be going through and kind of finding a way to incorporate them without losing the overall substance of the meal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I imagine you have fresh meals, and then most of the meals you eat are like jerky or dried fish,
Yeah,
preserves,
exactly.
things like that.
Yeah, and a majority of like ship traveled rations, a lot of them are salt brined. if it's a meat, so basically jerky, they're dehydrated to a degree. Bread is mostly crackers, um, so you can still have some protein, and then a majority of the stuff when you're traveling in short distance is fresher food. It's fruits, vegetables, etc. But um,
Yep.
a lot of that stuff is towards the beginning of a travel, not in the end.
Okay.
And that's just mostly of a realistic thing. When they were traveling, they didn't have
Yeah.
fridges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Abin and Nessa come down the stairs and see you place the rations and food onto the table and kind of nod to everyone and take a bowl and sit down to chow down.
Vanessa, I hope you slept well.
Abin kind of peeks up from his food and says, "Well, we kind of shared shift last night to watch, just making sure. Not much rest, but everything was clear and everything was good."
Well, that's good. Well, hopefully we have some time here at the docks. I was planning on doing a small little errand, but if you get a chance, definitely rest up. Don't know how long we'll be here.
Yes, sir.
I'm a woman.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And
Ouch.
just sheepishly
Sally's gonna go, ouch.
Aster laughs and tosses him a bit of dried fish jerky.
He catches it, just starts using it to eat more of the food.
Hey Kage,
Yeah?
you were asking about the new guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a sinking suspicion that he might be a little quick with his fingers, if you catch my drift. So I was hoping that you would indulge me in a little game.
Depends on what
Aster
this game is.
Hester holds out her hand, and in it is a small statue of a frog with 3 legs and a piece of string looped through him, so it dangles
Okay.
on its string. If you can hold this on your person and make sure that he doesn't pick it off of you, and if you do happen to catch him, give him a nice little discouragement from getting caught next time.
I see. Okay.
Think we can do that?
I think I can do that. What do I get out of
I
it?
figure you're pretty perceptive. You would
I
feel if
definitely
someone
am.
was rummaging around in your pockets.
Seeing as I have done, yes.
Perfect.
It looks like
Well-
I have pockets, but let me assure you, these don't have pockets. I have satchels, and even then, most of what you see, and is mostly towards like the jades and stuff on them, that is what you get. I do not have pockets. So what
Oh,
he
you
thinks
really
will be
must
pockets are not
invest.
pockets. I get bags and satchels, man. I weave baskets. Like, at least that's what we did back at the Nations. We didn't really invest in pockets. It was a waste of fabric.
And does anyone else have business on land?
I am curious what it's like on land. I'll happily come with you.
Yes, Proto is seeking to do a bit more shopping. Proto will ask the dockmaster to see if there's like a magic shop, like to identify some things Proto has.
Wonderful.
Ash comes up around this time and says, "Be careful asking about magic."
Oh,
Oof,
even in
Are
the
we
really? We're not-
still
No, it's not
In
necessarily
a-
that. It's that, well, maybe we can get by with having the coven status, but that's guild related.
Oof.
Now, there may be, I'm not sure how Ackrel does any of that stuff, but I would just, I'd be cautious if they start questioning why. Because it could raise questions as to our purpose here. I don't
Well, I'm
think
religious technically now, so I've got
Oh.
that pass on me.
Oh,
True.
okay. That seems. I guess Proto will have to wait a bit more on identifying these things Protoss found.
I'm not saying not to. I'm just saying be careful how you word it or what you reveal.
Mm.
I would like to remain as much under the radar here as much as possible.
Understandable.
I can only
Agreed.
pull so many contracts out of my ass, and I don't want to. I don't want
I'd pay to see that.
He goes ahead and kind of waves his fingers, and you watch from his left pocket his hand move and a little shimmer inside of his pocket, and in his hand appears a scroll with a burst of small blue light. And he unrolls it, and
Again! No, I'm joking, you're fine.
he goes, yeah, I can only do that without someone thinking I'm genuinely bullshitting them before they start asking questions. He rolls it up and
That's a good
I mean, if we
We only have so many get out of jail free cards.
need a real document, I can whip something up.
True. I can help you write it too.
Mm.
Might not be a bad idea,
Well,
considering we're going to be entering into territory that is going to have covens, and we really don't need to spark any kind of questions or potential war threats, because covens going to other places is not common.
Well, I mean, so, now hear me out. You've got a Natureland folk. Not only one, but 3 on your crew. You don't think that couldn't be a good enough cover?
Well, the question then is, how did we come across them? Why do we have them? And
Slave traders.
yeah, but we have them as free roaming.
And not only
See, now
that,
that's what
rescued
gets me now.
from a ship that we destroyed. So,
That's what gets me. Free range? I'm a people
You're not-
like you.
they're not slaves currently, Kage.
Yeah, no, I
But
don't think that's what he means, though. Like, is there something... What the fuck you guys got against Natureland people?
Ash kind of crosses his arms and says, it's not about personal, what happened
Mhm.
with the Naturelands. It's how everything fell out.
It's been
but I
so
thought
long,
humans were descendants of monkeys.
That's it's true though. Humans are descendants of monkeys, which makes me even more pissed off.
After
Okay.
the
World question. Be the history teacher. In your world, have humans
That's a good
actually
point.
come from monkeys?
Yeah,
Speaking, do we know what a monkey
that's a good
is?
point. Is that just a legend from the Natureland folk, or is that actually?
that
true?
is the legend of the Natureland folk.
Okay,
Damn
so
it!
Wilhelm being the
Aster
history
believes it
teacher he
wholeheartedly.
is gonna say, I'm actually humans didn't come from monkeys.
Are you actually me, you bastard?
I'm actually, yeah, I am.
Wow, you've got sassy. I like it. You got
I'm
some,
sorry,
you got some
I'm in a
backbone to
bad
you.
mood. I almost died twice.
No, it's fine, man. You need a backbone. It's good for you. Builds character. Either way.
Regardless, I think it's good to make sure we have our stories straight. So, if anyone asks, we are here strictly on the orders of the Covenant of Acolytes, correct?
The
mean-
the arcane acolytes.
Yeah, the Arcane Acolytes. Researching Leviathan mating rituals, since it is peak
Ew.
season.
Okay.
All beast folk, if questioned, you are simply extra
Expert.
labor in moving stuff around, and we'll try to be as professional and get out of here as quickly as possible.
Okay,
See,
so
that still irks me.
if we're really doing this, then like, who's gonna be the expert on Leviathan mating? Because I do not want that title.
See,
you
because
think
I'm the one that
anyone
fought
in this-
3, technically.
Do you think anyone in this town is an expert on Leviathan mating rituals?
They have acid blood.
I mean,
There's that. There you go.
I do.
Use
I know that from experience. And he shows some of the speckles of loose fur on his hand.
should,
I learned that
Do you-
the hard way.
do you want to be the Leviathan mating master, expert?
If it means we'll get
It's
some
only-
fucking respect here, sure.
It's only if we're asked, and if asked, just simply improvise.
Okay. I mean, I fucking rode the back of him for a while, so yeah.
Eh. All right.
I never
so
told you
then
guys how that happened, how that went down, did I?
I'm sure it's an interesting story, Kage.
Not
Oh,
much.
we
Not really.
I remember you mentioning on how, basically the ship was attacked and and the captain like went down with the ship and.
Yeah. No, but the actual fight was interesting. The fuckers came out of nowhere. We had a big one, and then two little ones were clearly following the big guy. They were just straight up eating the ship. And I jumped on the back of the big one, hoping that if I caused a shark sort of feeding frenzy, got some blood in the water, it'd be fine. It did work out in the end, but the ship of course still failed. I learned the hard way that them fuckers bleed acid.
Oof.
Yeah, no, it's that's why I got a couple extra scars than usual.
Like, is your weapon okay? Like, not damaged?
Oh yeah, no, my
or-
weapon's fine. My weapon's fine. It's just with a splashback hitting my fucking arm.
Ah.
Ugh. Was not fun. But that being said, my plan did work somewhat. I just had to smack it a couple times, and then once the other two, smelt the blood, they're like, okay, we need food. This guy's bleeding, so. Sadly, sadly the ship still fell apart. But as you guys know. But I at least saved about 5 people until, of course, the whole fucking ship exploded. Not fun.
Oh.
I have no fucking clue where those ship guys went. I did my best.
Well,
Nessa speaks up and
then
says,
what?
unfortunately, they did not survive when the ship sank. Our previous
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah,
believe
what are you gonna
at
do?
least 3 of them were caught by the explosion last.
Yeesh. I did my best, though. That's all I can really say. I sadly have to learn that death is just a part of life at this point.
It is.
Ah,
I mean,
indeed,
death
like
wasn't really
this.
a part of my life until I left. I've seen more people die in the last couple of weeks than my entire life. Like, this is crazy.
I guess this is what
Get used
sea
to it,
travel is
buddy.
like. Guess
Get
this
used
is
to
what
it,
sea
buddy.
travel is like. A very.
This is what
dangerous with-
adventure life is like.
Adventure. This is what adventure is.
Are you shitting me, Pronto? You of all people I thought would know about this.
Oh well, Pronto lived underground per se.
No, this is adventure, Pronto. This is what it is. Being air quotes adventurer and or hero is the better term to describe it. For a while, that's what this was my life, but I just never got this far out.
So, being
well,
an
now-
adventurer is just being in constant danger.
Oh yeah.
And Ash
But there's
speaks
really
up and
great
says,
rewards.
And now this is considered illegal and vigilante work.
Vigilantes are cooler though.
I
That's
mean,
what I did. I
we're-
was a vigilante.
We're still technically working for the acolytes.
Yeah, I never agreed to this adventure party.
Well,
I just wanna get
technically-
Well,
home.
you're stuck with us. Hey,
Technically, you guys are still protecting me this entire time.
this is true. Now I've said we did a pretty damn good job. You're not dead yet. You got close, but not yet.
Mm.
I'm not entirely sure
Even
where
then,
our
I'd zap you back to life.
jurisdiction lies after being teleported damn near across the entire shelf of the world. But
Like, out of character, you're mentioning this towards the 2 new strangers, Nature and Strangers.
Yeah.
Now.
This is the second time it's happened to me.
well, I'm gonna go talk to
I love
Casper
it.
really
I'm just
quick.
imagining the 2 newcomers being like, "What the fuck?" And we're just like, "Yeah, no, that happened."
Speaking of,
and then we can head out.
what are we
Yeah.
here for? We need rations and
Yeah, refueling.
that's it.
Anything else that you need?
Yeah, technically.
We did grab quite a few rations our last stop, but we went through quite a few.
We got a lot of people.
So if we can load
Yeah.
up, that would be.
I wonder if
wise.
they have an actual post office here.
Well, either way, I'm staying on the ship, so
Okay. I need
Yeah,
to find an
that's a good
actual
idea.
postage place.
whatever.
That's on my list of things to do. Actual postage place. Need to get some more clerical supplies. I'll just make a list. If there's any way I can send a message back home, I'm gonna do it. Need to at least know I'm alive.
Right now, Ash, Proto has these magical gems, and Proto wants them identified, but so if they start asking questions, try to come up with excuses, that sound reasonable.
Ash nods and says, well, I mean, I can go with you if you like.
Yes, that would be good. Like some company like helping in making the story of how we found these gems.
Okay. Very well.
Yeah, that's a good point. Just bring in a fuck ton of gems to like a gem store or whatever. Jeweler? Jeweler. Bring to a jeweler would be kind of... that'd be iffy.
Yes,
Okay.
but these gems Pronto found have some sort of magic in them, and Pronto wants to know what's in them essentially.
Oh, they're magical? How do
Yes.
you know? Oh.
Like you can tell when gems are glowing.
I mean, I haven't seen them, so I don't know. I've been kind of
Uh,
focused on A, keeping us alive and fed.
okay. Yep, and while we're eating, Proto seeing the two like nature land folk, and he's gonna chime out and say, "Oh, hey everyone, you guys want to play some card games and let's make this interesting, like to get to know each other better, where winner gets to ask everyone one question, and
Ooh.
They kind of look up, kind of curious, and say, I'm not sure how to play.
Are we doing this again?
we can come up with a card game, and like basically Proto has like the playing card set, and I guess he'll take some time like to explain what like these cards are, like this is card, and then basically tell what card game we're playing, like
Did we
take some
ever do
time
this
to
before?
explain. No,
Okay, I thought we've done this before. I thought
we
did
haven't
this
done
during the-
we haven't done like card stuff related.
Okay.
Like
So I
Proto
vaguely
bought
remember
these.
us doing a dice thing, but I might have not been here.
I think it was something different, but
Okay, maybe.
but yeah, Proto bought these playing cards from the merchant ship that you traveled along with Kage.
Okay.
Mm.
So, I have a few that you can do. Depending on if you're wanting it to be a kind of more blackjack style, or if you're wanting it to be more of a randomized kind of deal. Either one works.
like it's gonna be something simple like Go Fish, like in game.
Oh,
You
okay.
can play Yahtzee.
Yeah, you could.
Like maybe like whoever rolls the highest D20 roll wins. Like a luck based game, since we're like kind of like asking,
Okay.
like
Sure.
we're playing like a Go Fish type of game.
Okay. So we'll just do it based off of whoever rolls highest then wins.
Yeah, just like roll straight 1d20 and whoever rolls highest wins.
Okay. Cool.
Oh,
We-
yeah, I've heard of this. I've heard of this.
We all doing this?
Like whoever's participating, like right now, Proto and the two Natureland new people are definitely participating.
Kage's here for the time being, and he knows what he needs back outside. So until he's ready to go, so he'll play until Haster's ready.
Yeah. Haster is topside talking to Casper before they're heading out.
Okay. Gotcha.
You want to do that real quick?
So it's a D20.
We'll do that in just a second.
Okay.
Yeah, since we're playing like a simple Go Fish game, like in game.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
know how
so-
many rounds
roll a
you wanted to
D20.
play.
And Kage, if you could just roll this one virtual, just so we can have it all.
Yeah, I'm rolling him virtual. Fuck me.
Wow.
You know what? We're rolling dice. I want to roll
Yeah.
some dice. I haven't rolled
I wanna
dice in
roll
like a
dice.
month.
So I'm guessing they're asking me a question.
Yeah, like the winner gets to ask everyone one.
Oh,
like
winner,
one
winner,
question.
winner. Okay. I
Yeah,
thought
the
the
winner-
loser has to be bombarded with questions, and I was like, oh.
No, the winner asks everyone one
That
question.
might take a while. You want to do one question?
Yeah, one question.
One question.
One question
Yeah.
to one.
Winner gets to
person.
ask everybody one question.
Well, I would say like whoever wins gets to ask a question to anybody.
So Aban gets to ask everyone a question.
Pronto, you rolled. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 8.
Okay.
I suck at this game. Kage's gonna say that. I suck at this.
Um,
Now throw some mahjong at me, and then I can win.
Abin, kind of looks around the table at each one of you, and looks at you, Kage, and says, "What happened to your tribe?"
Hmm? My tribe. That's the thing, I don't know what's going on with them right now. They're still alive, for all I know. My current tribe.
They weren't taken to slavery?
No. No. My tribe, at least there was an attempt to take them into slavery, I believe. It was young when it happened. The attack on my people. But
Are you
what I
Hillman
do
folk?
know is there was a... Yeah. Mountainous, yeah. And after the attack, me and my master, we basically kind of secluded ourselves a bit deeper into a valley. And I trained under him with my best friend Taiga. And I eventually became the valley's protector along with Taiga and a group of my friends at the time. I don't know what's going on with them now. For last I checked, or at least last I was able to somewhat see, they were probably going to attack the cultists that attacked us a while back. Cultists have been protecting and keeping away from the valley. And I'm a bit worried. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know what's happening. But for all they know, I'm dead. So my plan is to hopefully get a letter sent out, if possible. But my tribe should be fine. I'm going to have hope that everything's okay for the time being. And until I see otherwise, that's what I'm going to believe. So there's no use worrying over something you don't know is true, in my opinion, for the time being. I will admit in the beginning I was absolutely fucking terrified, but after a while, I'm a changed person. But for the time being, my tribe is fine. At least what's left of it. This just got really dark. Let's keep playing, huh? I did not enjoy how dark and deep that got.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
still,
we sort of
interesting.
had it right there.
Yeah, interesting to know you better, Kage. But this game.
I'm hoping I'll get to take you guys there. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie, you guys are very nice, and you're like a second family at this point.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah. You guys have been very nice, and despite the fact of an asshole I've been, in the beginning, I'd say at least, you guys still kept me around, and I feel better about that.
Yeah,
I would love to show you my homeland at some point.
Like visibly see Frontal, like kind of like wiping his eyes, like looking away, like oh no,
Yeah. I would love to show you guys my homeland at some point. I bet you would like Taiga.
Yeah, you see Frontal like guy getting a bit emotional, like oh, you had such strong emotional, happy feelings for us, Kage.
I mean, at first I didn't. I will be honest. At first, I did not like you guys, but I mean, you warmed your ways into my heart. I will be honest.
That's true. Like
the first thing I thought of when the ship sank was like, well, now I need to go find my friends again. Was me like I have to go back to them. And what my first thought wasn't I have to keep going. My thought was I need to go back. So. Oh, hi, Ash. You joining us?
Ash kind of comes over to the table, grabs some cards, and starts playing with you all. Not doing great, but not doing terrible. With Necessa winning the game.
Hey!
Yeah, the panda one.
Why is everybody so good at this? I don't know this game.
She goes, I don't know
Don't
what I'm
worry,
doing either. It was all completely luck.
It's all completely luck. Don't worry about it.
Man, rub some of that on me, man.
Necessa kind of looks around the table, looks at Pronto. Says, your weapon. How did you manage to create something so small yet powerful?
That's right. What do you call that thing?
Oh, this like proto like point size is like a double barrel like weapon. Like just saying this weapon?
Yes.
Boomstick.
Oh yes, it's yes as you can see from the design. Yes, it's made out of like both like carved wood and metal, shaped into like a cylinder shape.
Yes.
And yes, it uses like a black powder called gunpowder, like similar to what cannons use on ships.
So
In
it's
a
a
way,
smaller cannon.
yeah, yes, it is essentially a smaller, like handheld cannon, and
Oh,
like the way it's reloaded is similar to like the large cannons on ships, but more like handheld use.
nice. That is
Like
impressive.
yes, it is also capable of magic. Like in a way, it's like a substitute for a wand. Instead of using a wand, it's through this item.
Okay. How'd you make it? That still doesn't answer the question.
Oh yes, like it's carefully carved in like in the forge. Like it's careful precision in like shaping it. Like it takes a bit of time to make such a weapon.
Okay.
Like like heating the metal and shaping it, as well as like carving the wood so it can be like properly attached onto like this a more like lightweight. So it's like the wood parts are essentially to make it more lightweight and easily like handled, like to like point and aim.
She nods and says,
And
"It's quite interesting."
yes, and what else?
Interesting.
Anyway, yeah, this is the purpose of like such a weapon. And part of her that like with weapons like this, like people like tend to use like with bows and arrows, like it takes lots of time and practice, but with weapons like this, it's like easy to practice with and use. Like it's more expensive, but it's like more easy to practice with compared to a bow and arrow. Like using in bow and arrow is actually like superior, has like greater range, but it takes some time and practice to use a bow and arrow properly compared to this weapon called like a flintlock firearm.
Okay. So, arrows are more accurate over range, but that's more powerful up close.
Yes, like yes, but but firearms do not have the range like bows and arrows. Bows and arrows actually
Okay.
have a longer
So,
range.
so there's a positive to both. It's not completely
Yeah,
wiping out bows and arrows. Okay.
there's a positive and negative. Like for bows and arrows,
There's
it takes
no
some
way this
time.
will replace.
Yeah, but bows and arrows, it's like cheap to
Oh, that's
make.
out of character laugh. I'm sitting here like,
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, yes. Essentially, bows and arrows are easy to make, but they're like difficult to train and use. But with flintlocks, they're more expensive to make, but easy to train with.
okay. Interesting. Okay, that is an excellent question that you had there. Cause I've been meaning to ask about it, but I didn't quite know how to ask it without sounding like a dumbass.
It is alright. It is a uncommon weapon.
Well, it's not just uncommon. It's just I get what people are saying when they say naturelings are kind of unadvanced because let's be honest, we are. I've seen so much crazy shit since I've arrived outside of the naturelings. It's insane how just far back we are. That doesn't mean we don't have our own culture. Our culture, I feel, is really great, nice, and rich, but we are definitely lacking in the technological advancements department.
I can
Yes.
agree.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, let's move on to the next question. Whoever will ask. Let's see who asks.
Let's do
Okay.
one more, and then we'll move on to other story bits.
Yeah.
Hiya!
Um,
I'm not winning!
Maybe
Neither
you
is
are.
Will I?
Pronto. Like Dreamer rules, like from Ash, Nessa, and
yep.
uh,
I'm doing
like Abby.
I still have a chance! No, I probably don't. Damn it!
Oop, Ash.
Alright. I thought I was winning, then Ash just fucking whipped out the Uno reverse card. It's like, damn it! Oh, I totally could have won. Never mind. Nessa was doing a lot better than I was secretly. Oh. I suck at this card game. I'm just not good at card games, guys. I'm now deciding I'm not good at card games. I'm better at more
Well,
strategic stuff.
Well, you're good at cooking, that's for sure, Kage.
I'm glad I'm good at that. better than. Don't ever let me gamble. Let's just put that out there. Don't ever let me gamble. Anybody else can gamble, but not me. I have the bad touch when it comes to cards. Very
Ash,
clearly.
Looks to everyone, and looks over at Wilhelm.
Hey.
Says, you were a professor of the arcane acolytes. Why did you choose to retire from that?
Well, it's a little bit. Maybe it's a bit corny, but I kind of realized I spent a lot of my life reading about cool things, and then I just kind of wanted to try to do them. I mean, I've always kind of been like that way, but I just didn't have the capability. But then that changed, so I'm here. I won't lie, I'm kind of regretting it right now, but yeah, kind of it.
Hey now.
I know it's against the rules, but can I ask a follow-up question?
I don't see why not. We'll probably stop after this.
Well, this is the last one I'm doing, so sure.
Would you still stay as a professor if you had known it would turn out this way?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
I understand. For the record, I know my job was to protect you. I don't think that was actually necessary. I think you've proven yourself to be able to do that just enough. He stands up, places the cards on the table, just nods to everyone, quietly walks away.
Nice.
And I get out of character, and I guess we're done. And I probably will start like gathering up the cards when everyone's like finished with their food and getting ready
All
for
right.
stuff outside.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
Out of character. That was great.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that should be should be something
definitely a thing.
to do more often. I love how
So
easy that is to do.
I was
Okay.
actually wanting to ask. We should probably do like in between session, just like out of character questions, like just like stupid personality questions to help round out the character a little bit. I've been in campaigns where they do this, like in between sessions. There's like a questions channel, the DM or like someone else. If they give them the pre-immersion by the DM, will be like, "What's your character's favorite food?" Or if this had happened, what would your character do? Kind of stuff, just to help round out the character's personality stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
That is always the greatest.
I've also got a whole RP channel in the Discord for if you guys want to talk in character for any of this kind of stuff. Just like do any of that. That's been there since day one. So if you guys want
Just
to use
what if
that for any of
questions,
that,
man.
yeah, we can use that for that. I can rename it to that, or we can make a whole separate one. I don't really care. However you guys want to do it, that's totally fine with me.
Yeah.
Also, this is driving me
but-
crazy. And I meant to ask Haster this. Does your character have horns, Haster?
Yeah. I mean, I
Okay,
think
because like
so.
I'm looking at
I
your
feel like-
token and I'm like, I don't see horns. Like
If I
don't know what the
remember,
fuck.
they're not visible. They're kind of in
Yeah,
the
they're
air,
not
right?
visible. They're kind of curled up like ram horns, hidden in the curls of the hair.
Oh, hidden in their hair. Okay, that's all I needed to know. Okay, so okay, all right. Because I was like, so I'm sitting here like looking at the character art and I'm like, know if you'd have horns or not, because I know Mordai has horns, and you and Mordai are kind of similar. I don't know if you're the same race or not. So I just had to
Neither do
ask that
we.
while you're here. Neither do we. Yeah. What is Mordai, anyways?
Like
Who is
yeah.
Mordai, anyways?
I'll do
When
you
is
one better.
Mordai? No,
I'll do you one better. Why is Mordai?
okay.
Why is?
The philosophy of Mordai.
Honestly, that's the biggest question. Why is Mordai?
That's so true.
That's the question we ask most of the time whenever he
if
does
he was
anything.
here-
Why?
If he was here, he'd literally be saying, "I'm trying to answer that too."
Like, I wish I knew as well.
Yes.
All right. All I
Okay.
need to know.
Well done, gang.
Like
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, Proto will mention like later that like Ash will want him to accompany Proto like later because Proto's right now working on Nork at the moment.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. Like seeing me like go. So right here is Nork, correct? Like
Correct.
I move my token here. Oh, okay. Yeah, Nork in this room.
Yeah, Nork.
Kage right here. Oh, Kage right there.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Just tell you like Nork is still out of action, but right now Proto is like here Nork like in the storage
Yeah,
room.
so
here.
Norik is actually pretty close to being done. You've stripped a lot of the parts off, and you're pretty much to the point of reassembling the you've pretty much reassembled the frame. In fact, you technically could turn him back on.
Oh.
Yeah, like okay, yeah, like
But if you
Proto's like,
want
oh,
to do all of the, if you want to do all the armored bits first, you're welcome to do that. But you are very close to having that. You could turn
Okay.
him on now if you wanted to. That's up to you.
You could have your friend back.
not yet. Proto wants him
Aw.
protected. Like right now, Proto like saw Nork like he was like at death's door. Like he wants Nork protected with his armor before making him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like going over like to this cargo area and this there.
Okay. All right. So,
I want to
So-
touch it. You
Has-
mentioned it or no?
no,
Does Haster have a tail?
Okay.
Haster,
Yep.
do you have a tail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like tiefling tail or is it like?
Yeah,
Stop.
it's well. So this is weird because of the Aquakin, like just.
Yeah, that's
build.
what's confusing me. I'm like,
It's
the Aquakin
it
part.
help. It aids in swimming. Imagine like a
So-
lizard that swims.
oh, okay. So I'm gonna leave it up to interpretation because I am a bit curious and I'm asking this for
Yeah.
reasons.
Like a mermaid.
Has
Okay.
anyone seen the new Avatar?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
No.
No.
How was
Is
it?
it bad?
I actually
Worth
was, it was better than I thought it was gonna be.
That's good. Okay.
I
All right.
liked
No,
it.
the genuine question: how was it compared to the first one?
I think it was better.
Really?
It kind of depends on what you prefer more. Because the first one was more of like an action film, and this one's a bit more of
Yeah.
like, about the family and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about like a rom-com. Is what I've
There's
heard.
still action. There's still a lot. Like I think the
Or
final
romance, I
hour
mean.
is like all action, but there's a lot more like
Mhm.
character stuff.
I wonder,
Yeah.
is it like political stuff of like the tribes and all or something?
I honestly don't remember. I was just saying because the water Navi, they have different tails for swimming. So
Oh.
Let me
Okay.
look that up actually.
they have little swimming tails. So
Interesting.
you can have a little swimming tail, you know?
Yeah, I'll
Is-
say
is
I
my-
already have an idea as to what I'm doing, but yeah, I get you.
Is my character turning into a water Navi?
Hmm.
Are you asking me or are you asking?
Well, no, it's just a general rhetorical statement.
Anyway, sorry for taking it off topic.
No, you're fine.
I am.
Wow, there
all
are
I-
like There are no pictures.
I
on my
know.
Goop.
I just looked, and there's like nothing.
So weird. Oh well.
Yep. I mean,
By the way,
it is only.
Guess I'll
out
just have to
2
watch
years
the
on
movie,
this.
I guess.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Okay, I am gonna make that letter.
Oh yeah,
think
yeah,
that's-
yeah, yeah.
I
You want to make that
think
letter
that's
again?
all. I think that's all I got for this port.
Okay. Let's see. I was going ahead and I thought it would be cool if I could add docs as procedurally to the moment. Though I am running into the fact that technically the ship is not an object, so I can't do it perfectly, and it's pissing me off.
See, I prepared for that when I did a pirate campaign. I sure was like, I'm just gonna make this with a blank background, so I could
Yeah.
just put it wherever. That was smart.
I've got the ship as a blank background for the water travel. I need to have that prepped a little bit better.
You should just be able to shrink it then.
Well, this is a flat, all-in-one picture. This picture
okay.
itself is, so if I did it, I would have to remove the ship up here, just to have this down here. So I might do that. It's how I had to do it in Foundry to have ships built.
Yeah. See, I didn't dungeon draft, so I just had it just made it like a small enough file, so I could just shrink it and big in it.
But either way.
It was
Okay.
it's a big help.
All right. Haster, you were speaking to Casper.
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna.
What were you talking to?
Casper.
Hey,
Casper.
Casper, can I confine something in you?
Oh.
Yeah. What's up?
Well, you see, I used to have this small little statue of a frog that was given to me by my mother. And it used to bring me good luck. And after a while, I couldn't find it in my chambers, but I think I just saw Kage with it on her person, but I wasn't quite sure.
Or you think
I know.
she stole it?
Key.
I'm not.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm not sure he intended to, or if there was something else on his mind, but I noticed that you were quite skilled with your hands earlier and talking with Mordai. I was wondering if you could perchance get it back for me.
You son of a bitch.
Absolutely. That you don't want to confront him about that? Like,
No, you can't let him know. Like, it
why
would
not?
devastate. Like, it might cause issues with the team. I just want the statue back, and then I can put it back in my locked chest. But I just don't want to be confrontational, you know.
Okay. Yeah. No, if
And
I see an opportunity
don't-
or can confirm that, I'll do that.
don't get caught though, and if you do, don't drop my name.
Okay. I won't.
It is imperative that you don't.
Okay. I won't.
Wonderful.
Oh my god.
Thank you. I know I
Oh,
could rely on
Kidding
you.
me.
Oh, interesting.
Kidding me. I had a feeling you were gonna cause trouble, but I was like, no, I'll give him the benefit of the
I
doubt.
told you what I was
It's
gonna
probably-
do.
Not trouble,
No.
drama.
No, you did not. You did not say you were going to explicitly tell him to steal from me. You told me to
No, just
watch
the frog.
out.
Just the frog statue. That's all
You
That's all he's
drama-
worried about.
I like drama. Stop making the crew members fight. He's like, I like drama.
As far as he
That's
sees
you.
it, and this is out of character, I'm sorry, but as far as he sees it, you're a senior on the ship. Like, we're familiar with you, so you're one of the
Is this
higher
a
ups.
hazing?
No, it's training. I want to see
No,
what
this
his
is a hazing.
capabilities are.
You're
I wanna
hazing
see
our
his
new team
capabilities
member.
as a
Like, we'll
rogue.
see what you guys say in character. What happens? Let's go.
Yeah, he's really
Yeah,
good.
whatever.
You son of a bitch. Yeah, okay, we'll get there when we get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, to clarify on the objectives for each person, Uh, we've got Pronto and Ash that are going out, to go and look into some different stuff.
Yeah, it's basically Porto wants to go to like a magic shop that
Of
can
some sort, right?
identify.
Identify, yeah. And then, Haster, you're going out as well.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm
with
going to
me,
a
I believe.
blacksmith.
Okay.
With
And then
me, I believe.
Kage. Okay, gotcha. Great.
So I can't go out on my own, sadly. Well, if I,
You could. That's
if
your
nobody
choice.
wants to, that's the if I will. I will go out on my own because I need to. Because there is stuff I need that does not involve anybody else, and I need to send out a letter, possibly a package, and I need to collect more clerical items. So, yeah, I'll just go out on my own. Fuck it.
Okay.
I like drama too.
Okay. All right. Perfect. We're gonna do a quick bathroom break, and then we'll be right back.
Oh, like I was about to ask for a vacuum, right? Let's do
Yep.
that.
Yeah, we're good. All right. Be right back.
Me too.
I like drama.
I'm sure this will be fun.
Stop making grandma and grandpa fight. I like drama.
And technically, yes, a little hazing.
I fucking do it. I was like, there was like something inside me was like something about this isn't right because it's a fucking it's the weirdest shit ever. But I'll go with it, and I'm so glad I did. But in character customs, be like, what the fuck?
Well, I saw Mordai being all like instructor-like, and I'm like, I wanna
How can I fuck with
help
this?
this young sailor out like the good old days.
Funny.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Oogie doogie.
May as well try to, right? While we got the time.
Excuse me.
Go to the bathroom.
Oh, I was like,
I don't really have to go, but you know.
Yeah, like better to drop the bladder quick. Okay. Hello, Kage. You still there? Hello.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
still here. What's up?
Okay. Oh yeah, like recently I want to say that like in my Sunday D&D group, it seems they also have a short tabaxi. Like here in my Saturday group.
What are you trying to say?
Like
What are you trying to
what's
say?
it? Like there's a great coincidence that happened. Like they were short tabaxi and they talked about aiming for the kneecaps. I was like, wow, what a coincidence. My Saturday group also has a tabaxi.
Yeah, that's the
aiming for
joke.
kneecaps.
That's the joke. When you're short, you're perfect dick punching height.
Oh my gosh, they also mentioned that.
Well, yeah, no, that's not. That's well, it's a meme. It's like how's the weather down there? It's like, you know what? I am within perfect dick punching height. I hope you know that. It was an old Vine. Like I won't even hesitate. It's a super funny joke.
Yeah. Also, they mentioned apparently the character was like King Julian inspired.
King Julian.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes,
But-
Maurice,
but-
I like to move it.
Yeah, but not like King Julian. But this actually is like the Maurice of the King Julian.
Ah, yes. I love him, Maurice. Yes,
Yes.
Maurice. I cannot move it anymore.
Like, do you watch that also like the Penguins of Madagascar TV show?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. Like, have you watched that like finale episode?
I have not seen it officially. I need to watch. I just know of
Okay.
it.
Okay. Like, do you know about throughout all the like seasons, like throughout like Skipper has like mentioned I forgot their names, but basically two fallen team members. Like I forgot their Skipper basically keeps mentioning it at like.
No, I
one
do not.
point,
You're
right?
fucking spoiling shit. How dare you? I don't care.
Yeah, he basically mentions it randomly, like at times, and basically
Oh.
the community of the Penguins of Madagascar were like making theories on this, and like who are these two characters that have like gone missing in action? Like who are these two? Like
Yeah.
yeah, and then in the finale episode, like we see those two characters, like they're kind of like injured, but they're like trapped somewhere. But they
Oh,
see
shit.
like yeah, but they see like their old comrades, but unfortunately Skipper and the gang don't see them.
Oh no. Interesting.
Man, I just looked at my window and I realized this was the first session since
Yeah.
the window got shot up.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
Oh, you did not hear the story? Like, Wilhelm's window was broken by a gunshot.
Oh shit.
I'll just give you the spark notes. Basically, a crazy druggie decided to shoot at the house at 11 o'clock at night for some odd reason.
Wow.
Look
Fuck
through
this
my
house in
window.
particular.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Dude, people are crazy.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, it really sucks getting your window shot in. We have gunfire going off like every other day in my neighborhood.
Yeah, that was the crazy part, because that doesn't really happen around here.
Yeah.
And even though it's not like a drive-by or something, like, this is like a backyard window, you know?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So it was just a bunch of confusion and a bunch of stupidity.
I'm glad it wasn't like during a session. I don't know, maybe really weird. Scott, what was that? What was that? Where did that came from?
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
That would have been, yeah. That could have been really bad if that was during a session.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus it's recorded, and it would. Since like DM records what happens in game.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to do something real quick. This is.
Like, I'm kind of leaning back right now. If I were sat up like this, the bullet would have hit me.
Oh my
crazy.
god.
Oh my!
Fucking terrible.
Like was the
Alright,
bullet
but-
embedded in the wall?
It went through the window, through my closet, into the dresser in the closet, and then bounced off of the dresser onto the carpet.
Oh my god.
It was
Did
just
you,
chilling on the
get-
carpet.
Did you
It's
get like
just chilling on the
insurance
carpet.
claim and all that?
Yeah, like did you call like 911 and what happened?
I mean, yeah, obviously, but nothing like insurance yet. I don't know exactly. It's not my insurance, you know. I'm not the one
Right.
Okay. Like
You wouldn't
right now,
know that.
what's going on with the window now?
There is a piece of clear plastic tape over a bullet hole.
Okay.
I see.
Like I imagine, like you put like you tape a box over it.
Literally, that's it.
Oh,
Oh
trying
my
not to hear you.
god. Hold on, I need to Google some stuff.
Oh.
Hold on.
Crazy.
No, it's just me. It's nothing serious. I'm just getting frustrated with something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy though. Have you guys ever had to give like a police statement before? Or anything?
Yeah.
No. No.
But for me, I was once pulled over by the police all of a sudden.
I have never had to give a police statement. No, but I did. I did have to ride an ambulance. once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like for me,
I
like
called. Yeah.
you guys want me to tell you the story of how I got pulled over by the police all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I was driving home and my mom was with me in the passenger seat, and we were driving home and I was going to speed limit, and then suddenly I heard like the police siren like sound, and my mom was like scared and like worried, like what's going on? Were you going over the speed limit? And I was like, no, I was going exact the speed limit. And so I pulled over after hearing the siren. And then I heard like I opened the window and like I parked and I heard the like police it wasn't yelling loudly, but it was like a mild yell, like put the key on the dashboard. I was like, oh, what? Okay. Like I followed what they say, and they said like hands up, and they were looking into the car and around, and they were like, ah, shit, this is the wrong car.
Fuck. That's funny. Shit, this is the wrong car. Oh, fuck.
Yes, and basically we told them where we were coming from and all, and then they like apologized for like stopping them, and they went on their way. So that was
at least they had the. At least they had the. At least they were kind enough to apologize, and like because like most cops will like refuse to admit they're wrong. So it's good to know that they were like, oh shit, sorry man, and just let you on your way.
yeah.
It's crazy. That something similar happened to my dad once, where he got pulled over because he had the same name as a known fugitive.
Oh fuck, that's
when
never good.
And when they ran the plates, right, they're like, oh, it's his name. But he was like, have you looked at the date of birth or anything? And then they went back and checked. They went, oh, we're so sorry.
I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and it was quite an experience. I was a little shocked that, like, when I heard like a hospital siren, like I kind of swerved a bit, but luckily I was safe. Like I remained steady because I was still like tensed up by the experience. That when I heard the like hospital siren, I kind of like swerved a bit, but not so much. But I remained steady and calm at driving.
Oh, Wilhelm, does Wilhelm have a beard or does it just a mustache?
He's got a. I'm gonna go with the picture just because I really like the picture.
Yeah, because I think it looks like it's just mutton chops.
It's more of a mutton chops kind of thing.
Okay, okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was about to say like, or rather I wonder, does Wilhelm has a monopoly?
Yeah, I was like,
They're like
does he have a sick beard? Or...
they're like
what's going
mutton
on?
chop beards though. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what the fuck is that?
It's like he's got two beards on his face. It's kind of
Straight up, he's got double
interesting.
double
He's got
beard.
the double
That's
beard.
because having one
The double
beard
beard.
for Wilhelm is just not good enough. You have to have double beard because
Yeah.
it's just that cool.
That's where his power lies.
Exactly.
Yes.
He's
Like imagine
Samson.
like the midsection suddenly grows.
Yeah, he's just like
It's-
he hulks out.
It's 100% that all the hair in the front he had to get rid of because he couldn't see because of it. He couldn't
Yeah.
read as well. So he
Yeah,
just-
okay. So it's
shaves
like a
off
small
parts.
beard. It's like a full face beard is what I'm saying. He's got a little lion's mane thing going on.
All right. We ready?
Yes.
I know
Oh,
I
yeah.
am.
Okay. So who's journeying out first?
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative
Yeah,
for
let's
who
roll for
walks
it.
off the ship first.
Yup.
Okay.
Honestly,
Why?
yeah, it's
I did
Wait,
need to do
like-
this before we
wait,
started.
Wait, if we roll initiative, do we roll a d8?
Wow.
Like our hit die? Wait, no, we roll our hit die.
just roll. Just
right?
just do a d20. It's fine.
Oh, okay. High
What do I
roll
add
is
to- Remind me what I add to my initiative again.
There's no
Ah.
initiative bonus.
just one
Damn
d20.
it.
It's just an
1d20.
order thing.
Just random chance, baby. Let's go.
So
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
so high number people go first.
Yeah. Well, not me. Pronto, it's you.
Yeah. So 19.
Okay. So, Pronto and Ash. As you all... Oh, wait, no, sorry. Out of character, one other question. How's everyone's wounds doing? It's been 6 weeks, and I
We
typically
got
do that at the
we got
beginning.
oh wait. I
I
think
have 4.
You have 4, okay.
I have 3.
Oh fuck! How many
Three.
wounds do I have?
I thought we recovered.
I have 5. I had 5.
I deducted all the medical supplies for it already, but we have to just go through the time.
Yeah, it's just the time.
Yeah.
Yes, I had 5. So how many do I have now?
You now have, I think because it was one travel segment, so you now have 4. So you gain
Shit.
1 more point of maximum back.
Fuck yeah.
So, sorry, I meant to do that. I tried to do that in the beginning of the games. I just forgot this time.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. I have like 1 wound marked down.
Okay, yeah. So it hasn't been in any other time past that yet. It's just a once travel time happens and whatnot. We'll go through that next. I just wanted to get an update on that. Okay,
Okay.
perfect. So, Ash and Pronto, as you guys start walking throughout the town, Ash kind of leans over to you and says, "So, how many gems are you looking to find out about?"
3. Like they are onyx gems.
Onyx gems. Okay. Did this come from the sword?
Yes.
Okay. Um,
Right now they were extra. Proto like got them up, and right now they're in Proto's satchel. Like
okay. I think maybe we should start with trying to see if there's any guild shops. Maybe we can utilize that to our advantage.
okay, because Proto has not come up with the excuse yet of how we acquired these gems. Like, did you come up with any excuse?
I was going with Haster's bit. But I think overall we can kind of get in to say that we're looking to restock on supplies, and then maybe we can talk to someone who's a merchant, maybe sells those supplies, so that we can kind of identify a little bit better what it is that we have in our possession. Just kind of
Okay.
behave like it's more of a flippant attitude rather than that's our sole purpose. And who knows, maybe we'll find some other things that are here that we may want to purchase.
Okay.
That's at least kind of my thought.
Okay.
All right.
Whew. Like this caution has Pronto on edge a bit.
Try to act as natural as you can. You're supposed to belong here, so act like you do.
Yes. All right.
The both of you walk up to the dockmaster, the dockmaster's office, and there's a few individuals in there, all of which that are currently in the process of filing different paperwork, sorting out funds from paid dock fees,
Okay.
etc. And sorry, as you walk up, you see the individual that you had spoken with the morning prior for arriving here, and kind of motions over with a smile, and then after a moment of finishing up his task, walks over to you guys and says, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Purple will look at Ash
Ash kind of looks at you, and then seeing that you're not speaking, kind of, yes, we're looking for the nearest guild shop, and the dockmaster kind of takes a moment and says, "Yes, right. Let me go ahead and get you sorted out there." And kind of turns away and goes back and kind of talks to someone else for a moment in hushed tones, and then speaks to another individual in hushed tones. And one of them leaves out of the building and a door at the back, and the individual you're speaking with comes back over and he says, "Yes, my associate, he'll bring you around. It's in a closely guarded area. You have your documentation ready as proof, and potentially your guild symbol, so that we can document it." Ash kind of looks over at you, Pronto, for a second, and then looks back and says, "We don't have our guild symbol at the moment, unfortunately. It got lost at sea. But we do have our documentation. I hope that suffices." I'm gonna do some private rolls here.
Uh-oh.
Pronto's regretting instead of like doing the sneaky stuff.
Ponto's immediately regretting.
So, as you guys come around the side of the door that he directs you to, you see one of the associates that he had spoken with, kind of look you guys up and down and says, "If you'll follow me," and leads you down this road towards the inner side of the city. As you guys are starting to walk, the air is quite chilly, and some snowfall starts to kind of bleed through the air, slowly accumulating on the ground. You guys make your way through the city, looking at mostly residential, more 2- and 3-story sized, very tightly compacted homes, and then slowly dispersing into well-made, more manors and lord houses. As you walk for about 10 minutes or so, eventually you're taken down a corner, and you see off in the distance, probably 7 blocks or so, is this stone-walled keep that has several guards that are patrolling the area and standing in front as protection. The individual that you're following at the moment currently starts leading you in that direction.
Okay.
A few more minutes of walking, you eventually arrive at the front gate of the keep. Standing before you, you see 4 guards on each side, 2 of which equipped with spears and shields, tower shields, and the other 2 equipped with hand crossbows. Not major, but definitely well crafted. All wearing the same type of armor. And let me go ahead and get you a picture of that armor. Just trying to figure out why Pinterest isn't loading it after I click on it. Hello? Click, please. There we go. I'll just copy and paste the entire post. Boop. In session chat for you all.
Ooh.
So these are what the guides look like all the time. That color scheme and their armor, no matter what weapon roll they have. So they have multiple weapon rolls, but they are all wearing the same armor.
Yeah, this extravagant armor.
Yes.
Yeah, like I was thinking to himself, this must be quite a exquisite shot. Like he thinks that to himself.
As you step forward, you see a captain that is adorned with actual gold, same shape and style, but gold armor.
Okay.
Steps forward,
Wow.
sword at his hilt, and a buckler shield at the other side. He steps forward and says, "State your business." And the individual that was leading you says, "These covens are of Ghislaine and wish to see what is inside of the guild shop so that they may procure their wares for their next stage of travel." The guard stands there silently for a moment. Says, "Papers and guild symbol, please." At this point, the individual that had led you backs off and kind of directs his attention towards you. Ash pulls out a document and hands it to the captain. The captain goes ahead and reads over, so kind of scouring it a little bit. the individual that led you kind of walks over towards him and kind of leans in. They whisper quietly. The captain nods.
Yeah, like Proto's like in a respectful posture. Like he has like both hands behind his back and like his chin is up. Like in a way like learning from Vex and like the mannerisms in doing business. Like this is like Proto's posture. Posture.
Are you fully armor clad, or are you in standard clothes right now?
Like I like Ash didn't advise like not wearing armor, but and yes, like in a way, yes, like if Ash did not like advise to like not wear armor, like Proto would like still like wear his like armor.
Okay, gotcha.
I like
Alright.
his like silver armor.
That's fine.
Know.
Yeah, I was just curious for the sake of story on that. He Captain kind of reads over the document, rolls it up, hands it back to Ash. Says guild symbol. Ash says, "Fortunately, we don't have our guild symbol, but we're hoping that this paperwork would be enough." Captain kind of looks you both up and down and says, "Sorry, no admittance to the guild councils or guild zone without their guild symbol." My apologies, gentlemen. Please move along.
Okay. Yeah, and Proto will turn around and like look back at Aster, like seeing if he'll like go along with Proto, like moving back.
Ash nods and then turns around with you, and you both start traveling in an opposite direction.
Oh, like Proto notices like Ash is going in in another direction.
He's following you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like we're going, like leaving.
Okay. Alright. So, as you both walk away, Ash kind of takes a real deep breath and goes, "Oh, we are not cut out for this."
Let's go to like the proper shopkeep to identify the things Proto has.
We can try. Alright. So,
Like, do you return back to the ship at some point?
that's up to you. He's following you.
Yeah. Like Proto will like go back to the ship.
Okay, cool. So, you're in the process of traveling back to the ship. Haster.
And like I think at some point during the travel, like Proto would ask Ash, so magic shots are only exclusive to like guilds.
Yeah. Magic in itself is only sold, bought, and owned by the governments.
Oh.
If you are wanting magical stuff, then anything magical, except for very, very simple trinkets that are minor things, toys. Maybe something that could be for a job or equipment, but a majority of the time, if it's anything that could be used to hurt someone else or protect you from someone hurting you, a majority of the time that is held to the elite. Those are the people that are hired or work for a country.
Oh, makes sense.
In the moment,
Seems from
the only other way to get it is shadow groups of the underground.
right. Like, can Proto wait until we get to like the acolytes and do business with that, or no?
The acolytes, with Wilhelm being a part of it, definitely could get us access into some things. Yeah.
Okay.
At least it's a higher chance than us passing through a random place.
Okay. Yeah.
And we might need to have a strategy on how to avoid further prying eyes.
Indeed.
I don't know if saying that we're
Like-
close is the best idea.
Yes. Proto leads like our like simple like rejection and like simple walking away should not be that suspicious.
I'd love to believe so.
Mm.
All right.
All right.
To switch gears, Hester, You are
Yep.
traveling out to do what again?
I am looking for a blacksmith.
Okay. All right. As soon as you step onto the dock, you're immediately arrested. I'm joking.
You die.
Right.
Game over.
Just
For my
lightning strike.
crimes against humanity.
No, you go ahead and are you looking for a specific kind of smither?
No, I was just kind of browsing around, seeing what they had.
Okay, gotcha. Um, as you kind of ask around, just kind of being pointed in the general direction, there are two that you are notified about. The first one being a standard, I guess you could call it repair shop, but they sell essentially pawned off materials. And then the second one is a full-fledged smithy that does brand new gear, and that they have very excellent stock.
Well, I'm gonna go check that out really quick.
Okay, fantastic. Right. So, making your way down through the town, kind of following the directions of other people, you eventually come across, and you're going to the fancy one?
Yeah.
Okay. As you make your way down the path and start coming into sight of it, you see a very well-built standalone building, not attached to any others, that has a crossed swords up on a sign that is currently suspended, kind of waving with the now new snowfall. The windows, kind of on the outside of the shop, glancing in, you can see a very beautiful, carpeted with very exquisite rugs and shelves adorned with a multitude of different equipment. As you enter through the door, you see that there are currently two individuals that are currently inside looking in on their stock, kind of seeing what's available. And what it looks to be a shop owner, or maybe someone that works in the shop, wearing a very nice silver and red robe. As you step in, they walk over towards you and say, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Why, yes, I was just perusing your wares, taking a look at what you had. You perchance show me to the armor selection that you have here?
He kind of looks you up and down a little bit and says, "Yes, absolutely. This way." Leads you through a doorway that has kind of off to the side. As the door opens, you look inside, and there is a multitude of armor stands. The armor stands are all full of different types of armor. Bless you. There's like full-scale plate mail armor for the tank person that doesn't want to feel anything. There's light armor made of different materials: copper, brass, iron, steel, and one of which that is a gold, but encrusted with different gems. Very, very beautiful set. This is just the top portion. Doesn't come with, or at least on the armor stand, it doesn't have any leggings or boots. No greavers. But it is the shoulder, the bracers, and the helmet.
Hester asked the man, "You wouldn't happen to have anything that fits a little bit more of a formal wear, or something that I could wear out to a nice tavern to play at without getting mugged in the back alley, if you know what I mean?"
kind of smiles and says, I think that we have something, and kind of gestures over to the other side of the room, which is not as easily visible behind some of the more beautiful, ornate pieces that he has on display. But you see, which looks to be studded leather. The leather is like pristine condition, and the metal itself looks to be brand new. And it's more of just like leather armor that's just been gilded and studded with metal. And there's like two different types. There's copper and then there's iron. Each one of them adding a different level of armor. They don't count as full iron or copper armor, so they're leather with just a little bit of a bonus in terms of durability and a little bit more protection. But they're not as quick catch to the eye, I guess, in flavor. You know, they're not like aesthetically very, very pleasing, but they look well crafted, and it does look like it would work well as decent armor in a fight.
And would you say, as the DM, it's better than the armor that I have now?
So your current armor is Galane, correct?
Correct.
Let me look here. Material chart. Now, if I remember correctly, that stuff. Ooh.
I do have the AP of each piece if you'd like.
Ah, no, I see it. I see it. Okay. No. No. Ruby
Not better
Bronze-
at all.
No, Ruby Bronze is very nice. It's better than
Oh.
iron. It's better than gold.
Oh, well,
Ruby Bronze is like mid-tier, nearly endgame material in some ways.
oh, well, okay.
Yeah, but
Then has
but
to
for
just
this
kind
is
of like,
like a small scale.
Yeah, it's produced on small scale, so like, you know, while you have a full set, that's pretty rare to have a full set.
then Haster kind of like browses the selection, but kind of gives a disappointed look. And then turns back to the shopkeep. It's like, well, nothing really catches my eye. But if you would kindly show me your selection of swords, I'd love to take a look at those.
He goes, of course, very well. Leads you back through the door you went, and shows you to a weapon rack that has several different swords. He says, are you looking for a specific type? Short, long, rapier?
Something closer to the rapier if you have one.
Sure. Leading you through a selection of rapiers that they have. They do have. Let me grab my chart to stock. Ba-ba-da-ba. So they have copper, iron, steel. They have a specific, quite beautiful emerald silver rapier. This one adorned with small emeralds. The metal itself is more of that shimmering silver, but it has a green hue to it. Quite beautifully done. Elegant, and has a very, very nice crossguard on it that kind of goes around the hand, rather than just covering the top of the hand. It goes around it in kind of a webbing, metallic webbing.
That's quite beautiful. May I?
Of course.
Aster takes it in her hand and kind of tests out the weight and balance of it.
It's not perfectly balanced, but pretty damn close. The The sword is quite light, though it does have a certain amount of heft to it. What type of rapier are you currently using right now?
A copper one.
Copper? Yeah. To this, compared to the copper, it is much better than the copper. Copper feels kind of unwieldy, not very well balanced, and overall is kind of clunky. This one feels much more graceful. It almost feels as if it's kind of like imbued with a grace.
And,
In metagame terms, I wonder, is damage roll different or attack roll different or something?
It's more of there's higher opportunities for better things for it.
Oh,
Such
okay,
as
like
higher
basically
quality,
magical, and like increasing magical stuff, like
yeah,
stuff
and
like that.
durability.
Haster points out at the emeralds. Is it enchanted with something already, or
Um,
is it just engraved?
they are currently just engraved. We don't
Okay.
we don't provide anything that is pre-enchanted, as per the law, of
Oh.
course.
Well, a sword made of this quality, how much are you asking for it?
Let me pull up my ledger for that. And he goes behind a small desk and starts pouring through a page. Give me just a moment. We're currently asking 35,500.
35,000, you said?
Correct.
Hmm. Any chance I can bring you down to 30?
Oh my gosh.
Roll a persuasion check for me, please.
Oh. Will it be online or real life die?
After that first electronic one, I'm gonna go physical.
Okay.
And that gave me a 6 plus
Oh wow.
4 persuasion?
10.
No, 6 plus 6, so 12.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
He grimaces a little bit, kind of looks back at the number, goes 34 even.
Haster kind of takes out her copper rapier, as well as the her small dagger, and sets it down.
What's going?
33,500, and I trade these in.
What's the dagger made of?
It's also copper.
Copper. Okay. He kind of looks at them, sees the quality. They've obviously been used. They're not in the best shape, but still usable. He kind of looks at him and says, "All right, deal."
With that, Haster takes out a rather hefty bag of 33,500.
All right, mark it down, and please mark that you no longer have your rapier. I will add your new one here.
Yeah, and Okage. Okage, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up? Sorry, I was unmuting.
I'll let you know on how Aster got some of this money. He seduced a wealthy merchant.
I see. Lovely. That checks out, actually. I'm not too surprised. Okay.
Bro, has to ruin that dude's life.
I was the best
That dude
performance
lost his
he's
entire
ever seen.
business because Haster cast a spell on him. He lost his entire business.
Yeah, the spell known as seduction.
He gave that business to me.
Yeah.
It was an investment.
It was an
Mm.
investment.
Right.
It
Investment
was
of
a poor
love.
investment,
Right.
mind you.
But it was an investment nonetheless.
Yeah. I wonder
Yeah.
when we go through Kage and Casper's thing where Casper attempts to do his,
At some
Oh
point.
my god.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Okay, I've gone ahead and I've added it. Have you removed your
I have.
Okay, perfect. All right, perfect. So there you go. And I've also updated what its damage output is and everything.
So yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
Oh, what's the critical on it? Critical range?
Let me check. That is a great question. I actually do not know what rapiers are. Let's see.
So like some certain material have like some critical ranges.
So
I imagine it kind of works like a masterworks weapon.
Yeah, like this kind of stuff is new to me in the like if it's Pathfinder stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not
that is a
familiar.
Pathfinder
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not familiar
Masterworks
with
just kind of
Pathfinder.
adds more damage on top of it. That's like guaranteed. Instead of rolling like a 1d8, you'd roll 1d8 plus 2 or something. Just gives you more damage output per.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. So with the quality of this as well, it's a 17 to 20, which equals times 2.
Ooh, yeah.
It is
Pathfinder stuff is new to me.
It is also considered a finesse weapon, which means that you can use your dexterity instead of your strength modifier. So if your dexterity is stronger, you can use your dexterity to hit rather than your strength modifier to hit.
If only that was the case.
Yep. But rapiers are one of those weapons that are capable of handling with finesse. Very, very cool feature. Rapiers are awesome if you're a high dex build but still want to have melee.
Yeah. Yes, that's why I frontal crafted the rapier for Casper. He's high dex.
Exactly. Super fun thing. Okay, cool. Alright, so, yeah, if you want to... Perfect. Thank you very much for adding that. Alright, great. Any other things that you're wanting to do?
Hasper will take a quick look-see at Hasper will ask the shopkeep if he knows any herbologists or apothecaries
Herbalists.
nearby.
He does say that there is one that he knows of and kind of gives you the general direction. And kind of hesitates to say any more in terms of listing options.
Does Haster pick up on that?
What's your go ahead and roll a perception, I guess. Yeah, go for it.
Like, would it be insight or?
Yeah, I guess insight actually. Yeah, insight.
Insight. So where's insight? Okay.
Yeah, it's a wisdom-based like perception.
Then that's a 9.
Sorry, did you say your number?
A
Yeah,
9.
9.
A 9. No.
Yep. A 9.
Yeah, 9. Sorry.
And you wouldn't happen to know anyone a little bit more local?
He goes, well, if you're wanting to talk to Dean, he knows. Let's just say he has some of the stuff that's not found easily on the market.
I see. And where may I find this Dean?
Dean is typically getting himself drunk at the Plain Barrel.
Sounds about right.
Look for
Well,
a
I could use a drink.
green cloaked individual with a goatee.
Much appreciated. And then Hasser politely bows, and thanks for the rapier again, and leaves.
Point of note, you have also received a scabbard for that. It came with a very, very nice leather scabbard with a silver and emerald silver embroider at the bottom and at the top. So, very, very clean.
Nice.
Can be attached to your back or it can be attached to the side, whichever you prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Loot goes on the back, so it goes on the side.
Copy that. I just want to let you know that it is in a scabbard, though.
Correct.
All right.
Wow.
For
Like, got that
30,000.
17. Yeah. 17, 18, 19 crit range. Oof. It's gonna fish for those major crits.
Yeah.
Hopefully. We'll see if I get close enough for that. I'm more than happy to do the herbologist later. If you want to move to Kage or whoever.
Yeah. So one other point, really quickly, though. As you step outside and start making your way down the road, you feel a small, I guess you could call it, magical presence. And you hear a
Oh no, it's a
Pastor
music.
looks around.
You look down a dark alleyway, and you see a pot sitting there on its own with a very, very familiar symbol. A skull with a sword and wand, very similar to the one that is on your wrist.
Aster kind of looks at it and looks at her scarring. Kind of hesitantly approaches it.
As you approach, the symbol glows a little brighter in a dark reddish hue.
Oh my god.
This cauldron is probably about 3 feet. Sorry, not 3 feet. About a foot across in diameter. Kind of bulbles out at the bottom and is propped up with iron nubs, black cauldron iron nubs that holds it on the ground. And as you get closer, you feel the burning, or you feel the tattoo, slight tattoo, the scarring, kind of burn a little bit. And you feel an inclination to just drop money into it.
Kind of battling this feeling, hopefully.
If you would like to battle,
actually,
you're
yeah.
gonna need a will save.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll
Will
do
save,
it
please.
in chat or in Foundry.
Okay, total for me, please.
13.
13. Okay. As you feel your hand slowly reach for your coin purse, you're able to fight against it for a moment. You do feel your hand pull out a single crown worth 20. And as you're holding it, you're fighting against your arm that is not operating on your own mind. Drop it in. And you feel the scar, the mark, disappear in pain a little bit. You look and you see as a small sliver of the notch disappears.
Hester looking at her scarring and kind of feeling the relief, I guess. Kind of contemplates a little and pulls out 1,000. Small little bag and drops it in.
You drop it in. You watch as the and I'm sorry, I don't remember actually the total amount.
You want to hear it?
No, I can read it. It's on your notes. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, let me change it really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Change it to 1,020. Just
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's it.
1,020. So you see another little sliver kind of knock off, and as you drop it, you hear a voice in your mind say, "Thank you for your payment," and the cauldron poofs out of existence.
Aster, a little terrified, but also kind of like looking around to see if anyone noticed. Gathers her things and her thoughts and hurries back to the ship, I guess.
Okay. So, you and it would be 1,020.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because a single coin is worth 20.
Kage doesn't know what's happening.
I have no fucking.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
You don't.
Neither do we, the characters. Only Aster and one other character I won't name
Ash.
experience.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, that
no,
was my fault.
yeah, I willingly, yeah.
That was my fault.
It's all good.
It doesn't matter.
I don't even know what notch we're talking about when you said notch. I have no fucking clue.
Nope. It's all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you take a chance to observe Haster, you'll notice that she has some scarring on her arm that looks strangely a lot like a skull and a wand and a lot of like extra notches.
Ooh.
Yeah, baby. So,
Yeah, baby.
as you hurry back to the ship, are you hurrying to the ship, or are you hurrying to the herbalist?
I'm gonna stop by the bar.
The bar? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and
Alright.
I'm gonna quickly grab a drink.
Okay, great. So we'll come back to you in just a second. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. So, let's see. Kage, you were going out for a bit, correct?
Ish.
Alright, Kage, what is your objective?
I'm looking for a post office. First off.
Okay. As you kind of ask around for directions, you are directed towards a building that's actually quite close to the docks. As you
Nice.
go up to this building, it's a very small, nicely made, but little shack that has a single individual that is sitting essentially in what looks like a booth. As they are standing there, they're reading over notes and holding a type of metal and crystal device in their other hand,
Huh.
reading out loud, not out loud, but mouthing different words, with the one crystal humming. And then after a moment, after reading, as you walk up, you see the crystal that is, and the crystal's kind of like it's like on like a wheel, and each crystal is at a 12, then 2, then 4, then 7, kind of like that kind of around a clock kind of placement, in its own little holder. And the top crystal that's facing upwards is currently humming and glowing with energy. And after they stop speaking, it's the crystal glows a little brighter and then shoots off a beam of light into the sky. The thing rotates in his hand, and then he starts reading yet another letter. As you walk up, he kind of motions to you to wait for a moment, finishing mouthing off something quietly, and then this, yet again, another crystal, not the same one, but one that had rotated, as it's lighting up, kind of humming, shimmering, and then it eventually bursts with energy, and then shoots off into the sky. And he says, "Yes, how may I help you?"
Well, this is giving me a bit more confidence that my letter will actually get to where it needs to go. I was wanting to send off a letter back home, if possible.
Yes, where's your sender's address? Do you happen to know the office's code for receiving?
I am no longer confident. So I'm looking to send a letter to someone in the Naturelands. I don't think we have an office there. Last I remembered.
No, the Naturelands doesn't have any. Naturelands is kind of empty at the moment. Obviously, there's the new city project, but no, I don't think they've established anything yet.
New city project?
Yeah.
I have heard nothing of that.
Well,
wait. Is the new city project by chance related to an attack?
You mean the Liberation?
Liberation? What?
Yes.
My people were attacked and hundreds of people were murdered. Liberation?
He kind of.
What do you guys think you're doing?
Kind of looks
Oh my god!
taken aback.
Off topic. Like I'm just gonna brush that off for the time being and not get mad about the fact that people are posing a giant war as liberation, and try to figure out how the fuck I can send a letter to my friend.
Literally him stunned, like mouth ajar, eyes wide, kind of leaning back a little bit, and goes, "I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm just surprised I found this out from a mail courier and not someone of higher up. However, how should I be surprised? Why am I not surprised? Anyways, I'm not here to talk about politics.
Well,
Can you send the letter or not?
If you give me a good enough description, I can send it to them directly. It just costs a little bit more, but for you, it'll be free."
What? I'm not trying to intimidate you. I apologize. I'm not trying to intimidate you. You are doing your job. I will pay the full price. Just a little frustrated right now for hearing that. It's fine.
Did you say enslaved?
No.
Enslaved? What?
Where
did I say enslaved?
Did you not say enslaving my people?
No, I said slaying my people.
Oh, slaying. Okay, I'm sorry. I heard enslaved.
No, slaying my people.
Then take that back. Sorry, that was my
Yeah.
fault.
Yes, yeah. I mean, enslaving is also a part of the thing, but we're not going over that.
Okay, gotcha. Disregard that then. I just misheard.
Yeah.
Misheard you.
Anyways,
he goes,
yeah.
Okay. Yes. If you just give me a good enough description, I can send it to them directly.
I would very much appreciate it. I'll pay full price. I apologize for getting mad. Not my place.
Nope. It's fine. Here, and hands over a piece of paper with quill and ink. It says, if you just write out your message, and then we'll with any kind of details of this individual, and I will send it for you right now as soon as you're done.
Yeah, Kage's gonna finish writing out the letter, and then give him a full description of Taiga, especially like detailed, because like all the scarring, everything, like all the stuff. specifics instead of just being a random tiger nationland folk. That it's taiga. And yeah, he'll send that off and just kind of afterwards, as the guy's reading it off, just kind of pinch the bridge of his nose a little bit, like, this is not how I wanted this trip to go.
Okay, so after and I'd love if you could type up for me what you sent. Not
I will do that now. I'll do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, not now, but
yeah,
I
not
will
right
do
now.
that.
But
Yes.
just type that up for me and send it to me directly. That way I have that for
Mhm.
right.
Yeah, and when he's done, Kage's gonna ask. So, question: is there a way for them to respond, or is that not an option?
He says, unfortunately, this is it's typically a one-way message. But
Damn. All right.
no, at this moment, he could respond. Yes. As I'm
In the moment?
yes, I'm sending it directly.
Oh, okay. Okay, well that's good. All right then.
Typically, and he
I hope
kind of
he
holds up
responds.
the crystal circle device and says, typically, it's a one-way send, and then if they want to send something else, they send it to me, and it kind of goes like that. But no, I've used my own mana to send this personally, so that yes, he responded.
Okay. He did respond?
You kind of see his eyes shimmer a little bit in energy. He doesn't respond to you for a moment, and then eventually he starts moving again and says yes, and then writes out the response and hands it to you.
Okay.
Now we'll handle that once you send me the message. If you can send it as soon as possible, send it, and then we can roll.
Yeah, I
that
definitely
out.
Yeah. The next thing Kage's place is going. Well, actually, for shits and giggles, can we say Kage did this last?
Let's go ahead and do this. We can switch gears, and I can go with something else real quick, and then you can go ahead.
Because the thing is, Kage wanted to go to a clerical shop, if at all possible. That was another thing he wanted to do, but I will quickly write this out.
Yeah, go ahead and do that, and then we'll circle back to you to going into something clerical.
Perfect.
All right, Pronto and Ash, as you guys are walking, back towards the ship, correct?
Yes.
Okay. As you're walking, you both, kind of just walking silently, hear Ash kind of turns around, looks at you as if to see if you had heard something, then looks down an alleyway.
Oh.
As,
Do I hear? Okay. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, sorry. Did you hear the sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like some kind of almost like a carriage, suddenly riding through or something.
It was supposed to be like a gust of wind. I don't know how.
Yeah,
Oh,
there was
yeah, oh yeah.
there was a carriage passing by right at the same moment.
Okay.
It's all good.
There.
Yeah.
But you both look down in a dark alleyway and see a cauldron that has a skull, sword, and wand. Ash kind of looks at you and says, could you, let me, I need to go do, can I meet you at the ship?
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Proto's Proto's confused, but yeah, he goes back to the ship, but kind of looking back at the alleyway for a moment, and then going back to the ship. Yeah, that's what Proto does.
As you look back, you see him slowly walk into the alleyway and then disappear out of sight. You don't see him again until you arrive back at the ship later. Eventually, he catches up with you right as you're about to walk onto the ship, looking
Okay.
pale, almost, kind of holding his wrist. Says, Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go lay down for a bit.
Yes. You do that. You are, after all, still recovering from that recent attack from the slaver pirate ship.
Right, yeah. I'll, talk to you later, Pronto.
Okay.
And he makes his way downstairs before closing his door.
Yeah. Yeah, like Portal will make like note of that in his like notebook.
Gotcha. Give me 2 seconds, guys.
Oh, Kage, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still writing.
Yeah.
I'm
You must
just
be
about finished, though. I'm just about.
Yeah, you must be really curious about what's going on with Aster and Ash.
I really fucking am.
And I have to say, like, Proto is like semi indirectly at fault from a point of view.
Okay, I have returned. Just saying goodnight to the wife.
Ah,
Alright.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Aster.
Like, I just.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, this is out of character stuff. Like I was just recently saying that what's going on with Aster and Ash is it's from a point of perspective, it's semi indirectly Proto's fault.
How so?
Hmm. Like like in a way, like we did not know what occurred. Like Proto, like in a way, Proto was lost and he lost some things, and they were looking for the lost things, but found
Ah,
something.
that's right,
else.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Let me go ahead and read this over real quick.
Yep.
Okay, damn, yeah. Okay, yep, give me a moment.
Yeah, just take a second. Take a second. It's a bit much, but it is. This is what Kage would have tried to write up. Oh, and that last part, I think you'll find rather funny.
Okay. Alright. I will type
Yeah,
out...
I knew you'd find that last part funny.
Yes. I will type out the response here in just a moment.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
well done. Thank
Yeah,
you very much.
other than that, Kage's going to the clerical shop.
Okay, gotcha.
I will
okay.
say he doesn't read what Taiga says until he gets back to the ship.
Okay.
As a flavor thing. And as to cover for you being able to write it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Impromptu
So it gives you time to
writing.
write. He can't bring himself to read it quite yet, so he's gonna wait until he gets back to the ship to read it.
Also, the cost is 200, and that is due
Okay.
to the amount of words as well as direct mana cost.
Understandable. Yeah, Kage
yeah.
will pay that 100%. He's
Yeah.
yeah.
So 200. So just mark that off on your finance sheet, and then you're good to go.
Yes, where's it? Inventory. Here we go. 200, you said?
200. Yes.
Now I'm down to 1,300. Alright, let's go. Alright. Yeah, that gives you time to type it up.
Fantastic. I'll get that typed up here in a moment.
Okay, cool.
So you're heading to something clerical.
Yeah, a shop I can get, like, supplies.
Are you looking for more of, like, a clinic, or are you looking for more of a religious?
Religious. Like incense and stuff to, like, supply for his spells.
Okay, gotcha. You do see a temple. Two.
Perfect.
Actually.
Ooh, who are they for? Do I see... What vibes do I get from each one?
So, one of those temples has a sun that is atop of the steeple. The other one, it's a much more, I guess you could call darker, though it's not meant to look evil or ominous. It's
Like
just,
gothic?
yeah, kind of gothic. That's a good way to put it. When you look between the two, as they're not more than 3 blocks apart from each other, looking at the more gothic one that has no steeple, you feel more drawn to that one.
I was about to say, like, I was gonna look at the sun, the pretty, like, bright one, and I was like, yep! See the darker one? This was more my style. We'll walk in.
Uh-huh.
Amelia was like, gothic one, please.
Yes, so as you approach this more gothic temple, it is surrounded in... I don't actually know how to describe the size, as it is more of an outskirts, kind of, like it's towards the outskirts of town itself. The side and behind it are all cemetery.
Ooh. Okay, I'm getting good vibes from this.
As you walk in, first thing that you see is a statue at the very foyer of the building of, to the best way I can describe this, it is an image of what looks like a Grim Reaper, but he is holding a crook, rather like a sheep herder's crook.
Oh, okay.
And has a wreath of flowers over his hood.
Ooh, I do like that.
The depiction is of him. This body that is you see a body that is laying flat on the ground, what would be appeared as deceased, and a second body that is rising out of it, and this cloaked figure, Grim Reaper figure, holding onto their hand and pulling them out of their body.
Oh, it's like a shepherd.
To a degree, yes.
Shepherd of the dead. Okay. I can dig it.
As you walk into the temple, and I'm going to go ahead, sorry for everyone else, but I'm going to go ahead and change the music a little bit here, just to fit it.
Yeah.
Just
That's
start
the reason why
boss
music is.
Say what?
It starts boss music.
The boss music.
I said, just start the boss music already.
Yeah.
Why do I
More
hear
like
boss
the
music?
more like the calm before the storm music.
Yeah, right. Immediately, just Kage's just like, I feel anxious.
For some odd reason, there's just like this really serious choir in the church right now.
Yeah, it's like the fucking scene from SpongeBob where like Mr. Krabs is trying to calm down the orchestra. You know, like stop playing.
Oh yeah, like where with that
With the
giant
clam.
clam.
Yeah, the giant clam try to get his millionth dollar. Anyways, stop playing! I'm begging you.
Yeah, that scene was mean so much. Like,
It's
involved
so
like
fucking
that.
funny. That
involved,
entire
like,
episode was just iconic. It's actually
Yeah,
still
and, like,
number 7.
Like my favorite meme about it was like when the Halo flood music is playing and with Mr. Krabs saying, "Stop playing that music! Stop playing that scary flood music!"
Yeah, I like the fucking the coral blue number 7. Coral blue
And,
number
yeah.
2 lipstick.
Anyway, moving on with the
Yeah, moving on,
clerical stuff.
moving on.
So as you enter into the temple, the
Yeah.
first smell that hits you is this very floral scents. Um, there are candles all placed around, and the stone that it is built, the structure is built in, along with some wood adornments, is a much darker stone with light embroidering. Um, After you walk past this the statue towards the foyer and around it, the chamber opens up into this church setting, steeples and an altar at the back end of the room. Currently, there appears to be a funeral that is currently ongoing. At the
Kage will respectfully wait in the back then.
right, at the entrance of this chamber that you're looking into, where you see a family that is quietly mourning over an individual that is wrapped in very beautiful gray linen cloth. There's an individual that is standing at the front of this entranceway that is currently facing and doing a very slow, kind of, not 45 degree, but a little bit above 45 degree bow, holding a candle that has roses all around it.
Okage knows all about like different degree bows. That's a fucking thing. That's a part of his
Absolutely.
culture. Depending on how big depending on how deep the angle is, depending on that's how deep the respect is. So seeing how just fucking deep this bow is, he's like, oh shit.
The individual kind of looks back, sees you, exit the bow state, and kind of turns around and says, "May I help you?"
Yes. I apologize if I'm intruding. I don't mean to interrupt your business, but I am looking for some if I'm being honest, supplies. I am a worshiper of. I don't know. I wouldn't say this. God, I'm not quite sure at this point. I recently became religious, and I never quite came to terms with who the god I was worshipping was, if a god.
I
But
sense an
I'm
energy of Telos and Abath.
okay. Abatha. I'd rather not talk about Abatha. Me and Abatha are not on happy terms. That being said, Telios, I believe I've heard their name before. Either way, I am a. I guess the better term is cleric of passing. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm very in tune with spiritual things, much like this church is, based on what I've seen. And I'm in need of supplies for my clerical needs, and I guess I know it's really spells. I'm part of a sailing group, and I need some supplies for while we're on the travels.
Say no more. I understand. I shall help you.
Oh, thank God!
I shall help you, fellow shepherd. And he kind of walks towards the left side of the statue rather than behind it, leading away from the chamber, and leads you through a series of different hallways until eventually arriving at a room that is filled and stocked with different clerical and religious materials. Candles, to incense, to old tomes, and says, "Is there anything in particular that you are in need of?"
If I'm being honest, I'm in need of some materials in order to, further study my abilities, as they're new and I'm not quite used to this. I'll be honest, I was a bit of a I guess the term is barbarian before I became religious or spiritual.
Yes, all walks of life all lead to this moment. That is absolutely fine. I do happen to have a few additional tomes on the study of Telos, if that would be helpful.
That would be helpful, yeah.
Wonderful.
I would prefer that, yes.
Pulls out a not very thick book, probably like a
Oh, thank
100-page book, you know,
God.
but it's bound in very thick gray leather, um, and has the symbol of a crook with a rose, um, and hands it to you and says, "This is what we use for anyone that is interested in learning more of Telos and his domain, um, and in general the domain of afterlife, and what to expect."
Yes, that's... Yeah.
Are you in
I
need
am a
of any
bit...
runes?
Rooms? What do you mean by rooms?
Right. Runes are the clerical spells. They're the ones that
Oh,
are
rune!
runes. Yes, they are one-time use.
Mm.
But they particularly are useful in a pinch, as you could
Oh,
say.
so it's like a... yeah, so it's like a saved spell.
Yes, out of character. Essentially, there are three forms of magic. There is the arcane. There is natural, um, and there is a different set of magic. But in general, when you're doing magic, it's either direct mana or it's imbued. And imbued can be done in two different ways, and that depends on its domain of magic. So arcane can only go in crystals, whereas clerical slash domain of a god, natural magics, can only go in runes.
Okay.
So, like, typically, like, it's a scroll. It's essentially a scroll, but for specifically clerical and natural magic of that sort. So it's just a different form.
Okay.
If you tried to put a clerical spell into a scroll, it would not go well, and especially if it was like a very, because in the way that I treat this is that if you're using natural magic, it has to be fitting to the domain. Like, it's not that the spell list may include things that are opposite of it, but if you do that, you could hurt your relation with your connection to that god. That's specifically for like really good domain or really bad domain, not neutral like Telos, or Albatha. But like, say for instance, if you were Linnell, who is like goddess of light and like all things wonderful, and tried to use, if you were a cleric of Linnell and tried to cast a spell to kill someone, that would hurt your relationship with her, because hers is not of killing, it is of healing and of helping, etc. But if you were, say, the opposite, and I'm not going to say names, but if you were the opposite and did something that was good, but it was a bad domain, then it would be hurting a relation. So you see what I mean? It's kind of like that mix.
I'm a good old neutral. I can do a little bit of both.
You can do a little bit of both, but you don't want to dip too far into either one. You're kind of wanting to, stay in that middle balance, kind of surf in those waves. But runes are essentially just scrolls. They're one-time use. They're just built specifically for natural magic.
Okay. Yeah. Kai will say for a moment and go. Depends. What do you have? I would be of use. I would find use in some healing runes if you have some. My friends tend to get into a bit of rough scrapes.
Yes. I absolutely have a few. It depends on kind of what you're looking for.
Healing word by chance?
Let me see if I have any. Give me a moment. Goes ahead and kind of looks through a crate that is filled with a few different crates that are filled with different.
Just digging through the box.
Yeah, and there's a few of them. There's a few separate boxes, and he kind of just looking for the right box. And
at least they're organized. God forbid it's just an assortment.
Let's see.
It's like digging through the rock bucket at like a dinosaur museum. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, I know it's in here somewhere.
Says yes. I happen to have 4.
Oh.
These are 500 apiece. And out of character, 1d4 plus spellcaster ability modifier.
Do I have to be the one to use it?
It's okay. So that's where it touches into domain.
Okay, because my question is like, can I like charge it and then give it to someone and say, use this when you need it?
So it's previously charged, like it's already charged.
Okay.
All you have to do is like press it into someone, and it will expend, and then the stone that it's in will just become a stone. Like it's
just a...
yeah, it's
Okay.
it's just a rock. A very
Okay,
nice,
after explaining
neat,
that...
pale
like, I
rock.
wonder, it's like it's a like a tag, like spell tags.
Can I...
like that.
Does it have to be next to them, or can I just throw it at them?
It does.
Healing rock!
Just throws it at them. 1d4 healing.
Deals
Deals
1
1d4 damage.
One singular point of damage, but you get it back!
No, it does need to be pressed into them. And
Damn
you're
it.
just essentially just like kind of pressing it against their skin, and then it like does that, and then it expends the charge.
Okay.
So, he says, I have healing word. I also have cure wounds. And I have a few other more specialized ones.
Okay.
I
Now-
have I have a few spare the dying.
Spare the dying would be useful. Now this is a big ask, and this is not about runes. Would you by chance know of anything or any place I would go to? And that's out of question. Quickly out of character. Did Mordai get his hand thing fixed?
No.
No.
All I needed to know. Okay. He's like, so one of my compatriots recently lost their hand. Would you by chance know of a place I could replace that, or find a sort of prosthetic, or maybe it magical or otherwise, or maybe a way to possibly magically fix that?
It depends on the nature in which it was lost.
Mm-hmm.
And
I believe it was only cut off. I believe it was sliced off.
so I would say that while there are methods, they're costly. I don't have anything prepped for that. But I know that there's a couple of methods that could be done on that.
Okay.
Those are well they're unorthodox.
Yeesh. Okay, good to know. I'm just curious because I would like to assist him in that, and I was wondering if that was even possible.
Possible? Yes. How you would do it? Options. That really determines what your ultimate goal is. Are you looking?
New hand, really.
Well, if you're looking for flesh, then magically that's your only option, which would be quite costly.
I had a feeling.
But if it's, we could say, more magically, mechanically inclined, there are some options. I could direct you to a few individuals that might be able to help you.
Okay, mechanically would be more. I believe would be more his suit. Except the replacing it doesn't seem like his. Regrowing it, I guess is the term. Wouldn't be his cup of tea. I don't believe.
Yes. I could introduce you to someone potentially.
I would appreciate that. I believe we're going to be here for about another day or so. Would you like me to return then?
That would be pleasant. Yes.
Kage will nod, and you will head off back to the boat. So I'm not gonna lie, he's a little excited, but also a little bit fucking worried, because he doesn't know if that fucking postman betrayed him or not.
So are you buying anything?
Fuck, you're right. I was gonna buy that book he gave me if he would let me buy
The
it.
book is free.
Then he's good to go, baby!
You're
He's got
not
everything
wanting
else he needs.
You don't want any incense? You don't want any of the runes?
Runes, I think he'll pass on.
Okay.
Basic incense, like, if there's like a clerical kit, he'll buy the kit.
Okay.
You
sure.
know?
Yes, and there are clerical kits, and those.
Yeah, he was just gonna buy that, just in general.
Okay. That's 400.
Okay, I'll take that off.
All right, 400. You got a clerical kit. I'll get you the details on that kit in a bit.
Okay, sweet.
All right. Fantastic.
Kage is both excited and fucking terrified to read the note when he gets back to the boat, because he's like, Oh god, did he read the last part? He better not have read out the last part. I swear to god if he did, I'm gonna come back and give him what for. He's fucking like, he's really anxious.
All right, let me go ahead and type this up quick.
Okay. If anybody sees Kage climbing on the boat, Kage, if you could see it, which is it's a bit iffy, he's fucking red in the face. Just fucking anxious. Just red in the face and sweating and like eyes dilated like he's fucking he is running to his room. So I'm assuming Kage gets back last.
You would be. Actually, no, it would be Pronto. And
I'm
Ash.
still out.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah,
had
yeah,
So
he had
Haster
a
would
rock.
see. Haster would see. Haster and Wilhelm would see
Well,
Kage
no,
fucking red
you
in the
would
face.
probably be the first one actually to get back. Because
Mm.
they went pretty far and Haster's still out. So technically, you would
Only Wilhelm.
Wilhelm and Casper.
Casper, yeah,
Casper.
Casper, and then also the other Nationland folk would just see Kage fucking red in the face as he like scuttles towards his room. How you respond is up to you.
Yes, give me just a moment. I'll narrate that moment.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was in a coughing fit. What's up?
I get it. Oh, Kage, when Kage gets back to the ship, he's fucking red in the face and looks nervous as fuck. And he's like scuttling towards his room with like a note in his hand.
Am I still? How long has it been? Like, would I still be working on this document?
I don't know. I'd say it'd be about hour, 2 hours.
Yeah. You would
Yeah.
probably finished up by now.
Yeah.
All right, just as Kage is walking by, Wilhelm would just look and like, yeah, that was your thing.
I don't know yet. I'm really nervous.
Nervous?
He's very clearly like anxious as fuck, sweating probably a little bit, like red face, eyes dilated. He's like, you know, fur puffed up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one thing that helps me whenever I get nervous is that I remember people have done everything before.
This is not that kind of thing.
Well, I can't help you.
I messaged back home and I got a response back and I haven't read it yet and I'm really nervous.
Well, you want me to read it for you?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. There's a crossed out portion of my letter and I don't know if the guy read it anyways or not.
Just read it.
Well, can I be honest with you? Can I tell you a secret?
Just looks at you.
You have to promise not to tell anyone on this ship! No one! Especially not Haster! Especially not Haster!
Especially not Haster.
Yes! I will never hear the end of it!
Fine.
So
agree with
I
yours.
okay, thank you. So, you know the guy I was talking about earlier, Taiga, my childhood friend, right? You know, I was gonna message him earlier. He's the guy I sent the letter to. I may or may not kind of confess something to him. And I'm nervous about his response.
What, that you're like a murderer?
What? No, what the fuck? No! Listen, so,
Oh,
I grew up...
we murdered a lot of people.
That's not what I confessed. Well,
I'm sorry, friend. I've killed a lot of people. I am a mass murderer.
no!
Please
What
forgive me.
I confessed to him that I loved him!
Oh,
Oh my god.
right.
I grew up with him, and for a while I had those feelings, but I shoved them down because I felt like I had to, because I was a big, tough fucking asshole. And now that I've kind of come to terms that that's not the correct thing to do, I thought it would be a good idea to express this, because he might fucking die. For all I know, he's gonna die. I will never see him again before he dies. So I thought I'd just send it out there. But I crossed it out, and I don't know if that fucking postman read it anyways or not. And I'm really scared now.
Huh. I'll be honest, I'm not exactly the person who deals with this kind of things.
That's why I'm telling you!
Well, then why don't you tell, like, Aster? Doesn't Aster deal with stuff?
No! Absolutely not! She will make fun of me, and I'll never hear the end of it. Never!
And why are you nervous?
Because what if this makes things weird, or he doesn't feel the same, and I just have... Then, if he says no, I have no reason to go back.
Well, then that's what happens. I mean, you're your own person. Just do whatever you want. Don't let someone else's ideas of you influence you, unless if you want them to. I mean,
That's the thing I did for a very long time. I let everybody in the tribe influence me, because I had to be strong to protect them. I had to keep my emotions to myself to keep them safe. And I don't have that pressure anymore. And the only thing I have to worry about is Taiga. Because he could get himself killed.
oh, if you receive a message, he's not dead.
I'm not dead yet,
there you
but
go.
the issue is, yeah, he's not dead, and that makes me happy, but if...
Look, I'll let you know right now, because I've done messaging stuff before. If you just told someone out of the blue that you love them, and then they have to reply, they haven't had time to think about it. So
I didn't, that's the thing, they didn't have,
honestly,
he didn't have to reply. It was kind of like a optional thing.
well,
I
if they
didn't say
did,
he
if
had
they
to
did
reply.
It's probably like, you know. I don't know. I'm trying to help here. Is this helping at all? I don't.
It's helping a
Well,
little bit
people.
having to talk about it.
I don't know the intricacies of your, you know, of your people and whatnot.
I'm gonna be honest, I felt more comfortable telling you because I know A, you wouldn't tell anybody, B, you have no real opinion on the matter, and C, you're kind of, you know, an easy person to bounce ideas off of because you're very smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all true.
You used to be a teacher, for God's sake.
Yeah, top history.
That's still very... You have learned nothing from history?
I've
History
learned
is
a
annoying.
lot of things from history.
That's what I'm saying, you're wise as fuck.
I'll let you in on a secret. There's nothing in history that says, what do you do when you tell someone you love them?
Well,
There's
yeah,
no
no, that makes
history
sense.
for that.
Nothing? No, like
No.
plays or anything, or... Huh.
I
Interesting.
mean, there's a bunch of stuff of people falling in love, but they don't
Hmm.
go into details like this. You know,
Interesting.
there's probably a play, but I've never been much of a theater person. You know, I always thought it was.
Hmm.
I don't like the exaggerated stuff. You know.
Yeah. I get that. Either way, history is learning from the past.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's a little bit awkward, so I think let's call it there. Best of luck
Alright.
with your letter, and you should probably just read it and get it over with instead of worrying about it.
I know. Sorry if I made this awkward, I'll be honest, no one else is here, except for the people who are sleeping. And, yeah, no, yeah.
It's not your fault. I'm just awkward.
Well, no offense, but you're a nerd.
Why would that be
You're not
offensive?
It's not offensive. I'm not saying that in, like, an offensive manner. I'm just saying, like,
Are nerds bad?
no, some people it might be, but the reason why I'm saying is because you were not raised off of social norms. You were raised off of being intelligent or wise. It's not your job to know how to act properly in public. It's basically your job to be smart.
It's funny how wrong you are.
I mean, I'm not that smart. What I've learned, I'm not that smart. Clearly.
So, you gonna read it? Do it.
Wait a couple more minutes for
I'm
the
ready.
DM to finish writing
I've
it.
been
You are?
ready
Oh,
for like 5 minutes.
Oh fuck. Oh shit, yeah, so like fucking Kage's gonna finish reading it then. Kage's gonna fucking read it then.
Okay.
Oh, read it then.
All right. Discord froze on me. I'm waiting for it to finish loading. Give me a second.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Hold on. The page is rendering.
Literally, I just wait. There it is. Here we go. Paste. Boom.
Oh.
You know, statistically, people forget things after about a year and a half. So, if it's bad, you know, you'll forget it. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, Kage's gonna read that. He's gonna read it. Fuck. I guess the only his eyes are gonna fill with fucking tears. And I guess he's gonna do that fucking thing where people like put their arm up to their eyes, kind of thing, to kind of like hide their fucking gross ass crying eyes.
Yeah, I kind of like what Frontal did with Kage. Said he saw us as a second family, kind of.
Yeah, and he's just gonna kind of like put his forearm up to his or lower arm up to his eyes and just kind of cry a bit.
Are you still in front of Wilhelm?
For shits and giggles, let's say yes.
Okay. So Wilhelm, you just see Kage just kind of trying desperately to like cover up the fact that he's crying.
I mean, you can cry if you want to. That's fine.
You're not helping, Wilhelm!
Well, is not a good therapist.
Actually,
Like,
Wilhelm might
people-
be the best therapist that there is. He's completely emotionally disconnected from all the bullshit.
Like, he's straightforward and blunt. Okay.
That's the kind of therapist I have.
I don't know if that's a good therapist, buddy.
No, it is. Trust me.
Like, oh my gosh! Now I just imagine like patient saying,
Wilhelm therapy sessions.
I imagine a patient saying, thinking of suicide, and then the therapist is like, do it, kill yourself.
No, Will be like, why? That's fucking stupid.
Can we, for roleplay's sake, say someone returns as Kage's fucking crying in the hallway?
Do you want to roll dice and see who it is?
Hmm?
Around this time,
Yeah.
Pronto, and Ash, you guys have returned.
Oh, thank fucking God. Thank God it's not Aster. I was like, please don't be Aster. Please don't be Aster.
Oh,
Please don't be Aster.
What you got against
No
me?
offense. I don't have anything against you. You're a fucking gossip queen.
What?
You start shit.
Oh,
You don't
fucking
know
hell.
that Aster started anything. That's meta.
No, out of character. No, out of character. But in character, Kage's like knows that like Haster is like. He just has a feeling Haster's gonna make fun of him.
Pastor's an outstanding citizen.
I don't know about that. Something wrong with that. But no, yeah. Kage just fucking. He'd be right about here, probably.
Pronto, you, walking down the stairs, you see, Wilhelm kind of standing there awkwardly as Kage is standing there holding a letter, just kind of quietly trying to stifle crying.
Oh.
Like the anime thing where his eyes are just fucking wobbly.
Yeah. Pronto sees this and goes, and like walks over and says, Kage, well, what's wrong?
Hey, we're supposed to be having a secret moment
Ash
Secret
goes,
moment?
or something.
I'm just gonna, and just kind of like slips past you, Wilhelm, and closes his door really quickly, and then just disappears.
You okay, Kage? Did something happen?
What would he do in this moment? I feel like Kage would just kind of just try and like suck it back in, just like get back in their tears kind of shit, and just kind of like try and like calm down, and just kind of just so we can fucking talk, you know. And he's gonna just kind of fold the letter up and tuck it into his gi and just go, I have a reason for going back home. And at this point, I feel like everybody can realize these are not sad tears, these are tears of just joy. Because he is smiling now.
Oh. Judging from that letter in your hand, you received a good message?
Mm-hmm. He's gonna kind of wipe his face. Hold it and go. Probably the best message I've had in years.
I would tell you what about, but I made a vow of secrecy, so.
That doesn't help, Wilhelm. It's not
What?
secret if you say you have a secret.
Well, I didn't say it.
Pronto will not chime in then. Pronto will be respectful of your privacy.
Thank you. I'll reveal it when the time comes, but for the time being, I'm just glad he's not dead.
Yes, we all have things we keep to ourselves from time to time.
Yeah. It's nothing bad, it's just a personal thing.
Okay.
Wilhelm would just approach real quick and just clap a tiny hand on your shoulder. Say, congratulations, I guess. Just walk back to his room.
Yeah, and Pronto
Also not a
will-
big help, Wilhelm.
Yeah, Pronto will
Thank
go
you.
like over
You
to
just say thank you, Wilhelm.
You're
Really
welcome.
incognito of you.
like for Pronto. He thinks like Kage accomplished something. Like did he accomplish something? And then we'll go to Norik and like fix him up.
He's
Attach
gonna
his
go
armor.
into his room. He's gonna put that note up on his little what's it called?
Table?
Shrine.
Shrine, okay.
With the photo.
Alright. To switch gears, Haster,
Yes.
you're heading where again?
To the tavern.
Yes,
speak with.
Pale Barrel, yes.
Yeah.
Plain Barrel.
Plain.
Okay. So, let me go ahead and... Let's see. Okay. As you step into the tavern, the place is quite full right now. Um, and just walking in, there's a few empty spots up at the bar. Um, what would you like to do?
Aster goes up to the barkeep and orders a drink.
The barmaid comes over and pours you a drink of ale, and then moves on to the next customer.
Aster's looking around, looking for a green hood.
All right. Looking around, you don't see anybody in a green hood.
Not a single person who looks close to the identifier.
No, not currently in the room. No.
I'm forgetting his name really quick. What was his name?
Dean.
Dean. Aster kind of flags down the barmaid.
She comes over and says, "Yes, how can I help you?"
You wouldn't happen to know where Dean was? I heard he was a regular over here.
Ah, yes. I think Dean went to go get something. He should be back here. Oh, there he is! And points to the door. Walking through the door, you see a green cloaked figure that kind of steps quickly in, trying to keep the cold out, and takes up a seat over in the corner, where one of the other waitresses brings over a jug of ale.
What's his drink of poison?
Says, well, typically he just gets a standard ale, but if he's really celebrating, he'll get one of the nice scotches. He likes La Jane a lot.
Mind if you give me two of those?
Sure, absolutely. She steps over and pours two very, very well-made Scotch drinks. Brings them back to you. Best of luck.
Aster carries the drinks over to his table and kind of plops down near him at the table.
Currently he's leaning the chair back up against the wall, and sipping his ale, watches as you sit down, doesn't turn towards you, says, "Greetings."
How's it going, friend? Looks like you could use something a little stronger.
Always in the market for it.
Speaking of the market, I heard you're a man who knows his plants.
Could say that.
Well, just so happened to be in the area, and was wondering if you had something in your collection worth bringing back with me.
What's an Aquakin looking for something spicy?
Nothing more than you're not used to. Just looking for something local. Something familiar with, and of course I'm gonna forget the name of it.
Oh, the
Port? Yeah,
Marvin.
yeah. Close to Marvin. Or anything that catches my fancy.
Well, what is your fancy? You looking for something strong? You looking for something potent? You looking for something that's gonna take you away from the world?
had a party member saved by a very strong herb. Unfortunately, nothing like that grows out in the water. So I was hoping you had something strong, something to keep my associates from death's door.
Oh, I see. I may know of a few different herbs that could be helpful. How big's your purse?
Money's not an object, depending on if the product's good.
He grabs the new drink that you have brought him, downs half of it in 3 gulps, places it on the table, and says, "How do I know you ain't Coven?"
Anyone with the balls to come up to you and start poking around in what I can only assume is a very shady business, looking for herbs to save a life, hardly worth the effort. If I wanted something incriminating, I would have just asked you straight up. But no, I'm just looking for herbs that can help me and my party.
Alright. Sits forward in his chair, takes another swig, and chases it with the ale that he had already gotten. Says, "I'll see what I can get my hands on. I have a few things in mind. Are you looking to stop someone at death's door or stop them from ever reaching death's door?"
Let's stick with the preventative medicine first. I'm not looking for a holy grail.
Oh, I've got...
But also, if you happen to have something on the opposite end of the spectrum, something that could cause a little bit more bite on the end of my rapier, I wouldn't look away from that either.
I don't deal in that kind of stuff, friend. But I can definitely get you some preventative maintenance.
Fair enough. I take it your rate is rather high for the business that you conduct?
It's not exactly a safe business.
True that. What's your rate?
Well, let's see. We're looking for preventative, so we'll say 10 for an ounce whale saddle.
And the properties?
Not dealt in it before, have you?
Not familiar with whale saddle.
Whale saddle just gives you a little boost to your immune system, I guess you could say. At a game, whale saddle would essentially give you 5 temporary hit points. Could only last for a few hours. Depends on the potency of said herb.
And when he says 10, he means 10 crowns, not 10,000 crowns, correct?
No, he means 10,000.
He does mean 10,000
Yeah.
for 5 measly hit points.
An ounce
I
that can
know.
give you a couple
Well, how many
brews.
uses? I was about to say, how many uses for an ounce?
That's We'll say six uses.
6 uses.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Now, if you're looking for something a little bit more potent, got some Derringer. That'll keep you from being poisoned.
Hmm. Go ahead and put me down for an ounce of that whale saddle.
Alright. He kind of taps your foot a little bit, and you don't see his hand underneath the table.
Hester just, I imagine I pick up on the shit he dealing.
Yeah, it's kind of like under
Yeah,
the table,
obvious.
you know.
Yeah, grabs it and then just slyly puts it in between her breasts.
Okay. And you hand over 10.
Yep, fishes out 10, and then sets it on the table.
He goes, pleasure doing this.
Enjoy the drink.
Indeed, I will.
And then walks out.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so
Boy,
what do you guys
howdy.
want to do now?
Aster goes back to the ship.
Alright. Arriving back at the ship, you see Casper and Linda up on top, just kind of monitoring, checking on riggings, doing the standard. What would you like to do?
Is everyone meeting in the main hall? I guess you could call it.
At the moment, as you walk down, you see the door where Norik is open, and you hear the sounds of tinkering. I would assume that everyone else's door is closed. Ash for sure is closed. Mordai's is closed. Kage's is closed.
I'll just leave them open.
Okay, so Wilhelm's
just say,
door is open.
I'm currently. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say Haster goes up to Pronto's door, kind of like sits in the doorway and knocks. How'd it go, Pronto?
Pronto.
Is he AFK? He's muted.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that was you did.
You're good.
Pronto answers the door. Hello, Aster. What do you need?
How did it go?
With North.
Well, did you also head out to town?
Yes. Yes, unsuccessful, rejected, and we walked away. Don't want to deal with any nonsense that may occur.
I see. Did we perhaps procure some rations for our next leg of the trip?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, I picked up some herbal supplements and I upgraded my equipment a little bit, but other than that, it was a success on my end.
Yes, I can see that shiny rapier, huh?
Yes, you like, and then she pulls it out and kind of shows it to him, offers it.
Yes, impressive customers. Yes.
Those emeralds, are we able to work with those? Will we be able to uh, enchant this
Ah,
weapon at all?
Pronto believes so, but Pronto does not have experience with enchanting.
Ah, I just assumed. You work so much with different gems.
Yes. Pronto does desire to seek to learn when the opportunity comes.
Oh, how's Norik coming along?
Almost finished, like just touching the armor on him.
Wonderful. I'm gonna go check on everyone else.
Okay.
And Haster's gonna check on Kage.
Yeah, Kage's gonna open the door, and it's very clear he had been crying, like fucking red puffy eyes.
Oh, oh God, Kage, are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
You look like you've been crying.
Shit. It's fine.
Well, if you need to talk with someone, my doors are always open. Either
Right.
way, did you happen to complete whatever you set out to do?
Yeah, I was able to send a letter back home, and I was able to grab some clerical items from a nearby church.
That's good.
Yeah,
Did you receive word back?
maybe.
Good news, I hope.
Yeah, it was good news. I'm
That's
just glad
good.
he's not fucking dead.
Who?
Oh, my friend. He's the one I've been worried about. He's been, you weren't there earlier when I mentioned him, were you? Childhood
I'm not
friend. His
afraid.
name was Taiga.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you got a hold of him.
Yeah, I was worried he would be dead.
Well, luckily, he's not, and neither are we.
Yep.
I will catch with you later, Kage. I'm gonna go check in with some of the others and rest up.
Oh, yeah, gives a nod.
Haster's gonna go to Ash's door.
You knock on the door, and you hear a few things kind of shuffle around, and then eventually the door kind of cracks open, and you see one eye of Ash. He goes, "Oh, hi." He opens it fully wide. Goes,
So paranoid.
How'd it go?
It went well.
That's great, and then pulls you inside the door, inside and closes the door.
What the fuck?
What? Hey, what's going on?
Did you see a cauldron?
You
Oh.
you saw a cauldron too?
Yes.
What the fuck?
It's that stupid red wizard that we bargained with. Not bargained, we're manipulated by. My old friend, she ran into this too. This is how
Wait,
he
wait.
gets paid back.
You know of this?
Oh.
What is going on?
Well, okay, alright. I guess, well, we're both in the shits. Doesn't matter anymore now. There's an old friend. She made this deal with a wizard, very similar to our red bastard. He, essentially does persuasive magic and convinces you to buy something in debt, taking whatever crowns that you have on you as down payment, essentially. Burns this tattoo, magical tattoo, onto you. And, every time that you touch land after going to sea, if it's possible, this cauldron will appear. And you are to drop money in it and pay your debt down. I don't know what happens if you don't. I don't know what happens if you avoid it. I don't know any of that. But
Well, I don't know about you, but I tried to walk away from it. and yet I still found myself reaching into my pockets and pulling out just as much as I could.
Yeah.
I had to stop myself. But the moment I put money into it, I felt part of my arm, and like shows her arm, like some of my tattoo went away.
He shows his, and barely any is gone. He goes, yeah, mine
Oof.
did too.
So what? What happens when we pay off our debt? What happened to your friend?
Well, that's part of a larger story, but I never knew the resolution. We were separated, but before I ever knew what happened.
Oh well, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No, it's okay. It's an honest question. I
But
don't
what do
know.
we do now?
The only course of action that I know is to keep paying whatever amounts that we can. Burn away this curse. And this is
So
indeed a curse.
It's so stupid. I left my island trying to escape the burdens of debthood, and now I found myself 300,000 crowns into it.
Yeah, I meant not that much, not that much above you.
But what did you get from it?
He kind of hesitates for a moment and then goes underneath his bed, pulls out a box, opens it, and there's a set of shackles and a looks like really not sure what it is, just like this object. It's kind of got like sharp edges to it. Not a dagger or weapon, just a weird looking magical device. Pulls out the shackle and says, this shackle was worth over half my debt. When placed on someone, it will only release if one of two things are met. One, a word of truth that I have asked, and if I give it the command word. Now, they can break apart, and looking at the shackles, a crystal is holding them together. He says if they pull it apart, it will vaporize them.
Oof.
But if they
Well,
say
that-
the truth, then it will not.
That seems almost impossible.
I know.
These things shouldn't be given away. These things should not be in our possession. Why were we chosen for this, and why did we get stuck with them?
Oh man.
Because we had a desire. That's how he gets
Caster
you.
kind of feels the weight of the loot on her back. Well, I guess there's not much to do about it then.
No.
Unless we find this bastard.
In a moment of desire, we might.
Well, I wouldn't desire my foot up his ass.
I wouldn't desire my foot up in there. Nice. How about I
Well.
desire my foot up your ass? Just stomping towards him angrily, just imagining Haster doing that.
I hear things didn't go well for you and Pronto.
No, unfortunately not. We really should reconsider saying that we're a covenant. It's going to be much harder for for us to move around as we start moving through these different nations that have covens. Dren wasn't much of an issue, because there was no presiding over law that said that vigilantes and covens were a thing. It was truly based on whatever your relationship was with the leadership. And even then, even with Queen Sega, it was a small thing, and didn't mean that we had the best ties. But in this moment, we might need to look into behaving like a different type of crew. Because if we continue to say that we're covens and are just traveling through, I can tell you right now that even just word right now of our current disposition of arriving here, while there may be documentation to prove it, no guild symbol, no guild tattoos, not congruent armor, it's gonna make it that much harder.
So, what do we do? Or you think we have better chances saying we're vigilantes?
Oh no, we do that, we'll be executed. But
That's what I thought.
maybe we are... I don't know.
Well, it worked this time, and it was kind of on the fly.
Yeah.
But I hear what you're saying. We need to be a little bit more careful. How long do you think that Leviathan mating season lie will last?
Well, at the moment, I think it's gonna keep us okay here, but I don't know. We'll have to see. When are we planning to ship out from here?
Well, we have to restock our rations, but end of the night, we'll probably leave midday tomorrow.
Okay. Sooner the better.
That'd be my best, but I haven't seen Mordai at all day.
I haven't either.
I'm gonna go check on him, and then I'm gonna go take the watch.
Alright.
Take it easy, Ash.
You too, Hester. As you exit, he closes the room one more time. Walking up to Mordai's room. As you knock on the door, you hear a more gruff response. What?
Yeah.
Hey, just wanted to check in with you. We got some supplies. We're gonna load up our rations tomorrow, and then I think we're ready to set sail.
Fine.
Fight!
You doing okay?
Fight my demons! I'm good.
Fight my demons!
Oh, all right. If you need anything, just let me know.
I got
And
the
then-
spooky ass demons.
Me here with COVID. Every someone tries to come in my room.
Fight my demons! I got the spooky ass demons! I done
love
the
my
jingle
demons.
jangle! I love Brandon Rogers.
That's
pretty much.
That's also a way you can describe using the bathroom in the morning. So, you know.
I'm fighting my demons!
I'm
Why
expelling
do they call
the
us a
demons.
restroom? I'm fighting for my life in here. Oh my
Alright.
god.
As you are walking up, you also notice that Wilhelm's door is open as well.
Hester checks in on Wilhelm, but more so just kind of. You doing all right, bud?
Oh, yeah. Hey, real quick, can you sell this bet real quick?
Oh my god.
Cause
Can I what?
A bet. Me and Aquil, we have a bet going. Where we were trying to figure out how you do magic stuff, and we have theories.
Oh my god.
Aquil
Wait.
kind of
Nerd!
stands up on the table and goes, I'm very interested.
What do you mean by doing magic stuff?
Yeah, how do you do your magic?
Like, for instance, he does magic
I don't
through
know.
me. So,
I don't
Well,
do
the book,
magic.
but
Yes, but I write in the book, so it's me.
I mean, I guess.
I'm the star here.
I simply play my music and you know, work on my swordsmanship, and that's pretty much it. How do you do magic?
Well, it's through it's intricated, writing of different arcane sigils and things of that nature.
And me.
Like a different language?
Aquila, what language would you say this is
I don't.
for magic?
I've never been asked that before.
Oh.
Do you think someone like me could learn magic? And then she gets kind of excited, walks closer.
I mean, I feel like you kind of already know.
Aquil looks, kind of like hovers up and then kind of like circles you, Haster, and then lands back on the table and says, "She already has magic."
What do you mean
Yeah.
has magic?
That's what I was saying.
I'm telling you, it's the horns.
Oh.
What about what horns?
I know what you're talking about.
Aquil shoots up in the air and kind of pushes your hair aside a little bit.
She like quickly shoos him away.
He goes, "See? See?
Well-
See? Horns!"
So what?
What
A pair
about
of
my-
magic horns lets you play special music?
Well, what about Mordai?
I mean,
Listen,
Aura's got a whole
I-
thing going on.
I get Mordai and I look similar, but as
both
far
have
as I'm
horns.
concerned, I grew up on Glane, and he grew up somewhere else. I don't remember.
Somewhere.
He didn't mention it.
Now,
Just to confirm real quick, you don't do anything. You just play music and things happen. There's no.
well, I mean, depending on what I play or how I play, sometimes, ever since I was little, felt like there was a pull or like this force that kind of emitted from my fingers as I plucked the strings, but I never really considered much about it until I got older and people started listening.
Okay, now I'm
But
thinking
other
it's
than
not
that-
the horns. I think it's the claws.
I'm thinking. Okay, hear me out. It's the way the strings go, right?
Oh my god.
But
Because they
if I
vibrate,
were-
right?
But if I were to hand Haster like a bow, like bow and arrow, a bow, and,
Yeah.
and Haster were to pluck that string, I don't think that anything would happen. Would that happen?
Oh, right. And what about instruments that don't have strings?
Exactly.
Hmm.
I'm lost, but I'm gonna go take the watch now. If
But-
you want to
Wait,
find
no,
me later,
hold on. There's way more questions to ask.
Oh my god.
Like, we need to know
Oh,
who
oh.
wins these crowns.
Yeah,
What the fuck? What does a
What?
quill have what to do with crowns? It's a fucking quill.
I'm about to ask. I
Where are you gonna spend the money?
don't know what to tell you. I never was taught magic, and I just have been playing music. People seem to react to it.
so... Wait,
Shit.
no, hold on. Wait. Wilhelm.
No,
I've
I
read
think
this-
this is a draw.
No, I'm telling you. Listen, what if it's this? Alright, Ixnay, the claws, and the horns. While it's a good theory, I think I have a better one. Alright, hear me out. What if... Because I read this book about Mozan, that musician,
Yeah.
and he talked a lot about how it was like the mood of music and how it can like pluck your heart strings. What if we're both right? What if it is strings but it's heartstrings? And it like moves you with the music. No, I feel
There's no
stupid even
strings
saying-
in the art.
I know.
I'm
I
not
sound stupid even
following.
saying this. I know.
Come on,
Right.
we both know anatomy. There's no strings in there.
But remember, Mosey was talking
I
about it
get,
being
I get
like
you're trying to be
emotional.
philosophical, but I
No, it was
don't think it's
emotional.
landing.
It was emotional.
Oh my god.
Alright, listen. I'm gonna need you guys to stop. And then...
What? I've never met a bard before, and I asked a Quill, and a Quill said that they weren't sure.
Oh my god.
Why you do magic stuffs?
Why
Well,
you do magic stuff?
you seem to be the magical one of this group, so... I mean... I guess you tell me.
Really, I'm the one that's magical. But
What are you talking about? Nothing magical about you, Quill.
I float.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm bad at jokes.
me too.
I fucking love that. There's nothing magical about a talking quill.
Anyway,
Regardless.
There's so many absurdities
Yeah.
with the situation.
Haster's going to, like, kind of, like, focus her attention on a Quill. Just gonna kind of be like, we appreciate everything that you've done for us so far, and though I may not completely understand everything that's going on there, but I wanted to thank you for helping us out. And then with her tone of inflection, can I ensue friendship?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Go for it.
Cool.
And-
So,
and
what
I don't know what this,
what does that
podcast
need to do?
Friendship is a charisma check.
Okay.
And there is no will save.
No will save?
For the duration, you have advantage on all charisma checks. When the spell ends, the creature realizes that magic was used. Creature prone to violence may attack you. Okay. And another creature may seek retribution. Okay. Yeah, there's no will save or...
There's no roll, no check, nothing, no DC that it has to hit?
nothing.
Does it have to be a willing creature?
No. It just says I get all advantages on charisma checks.
I
for
think it's
one
kind of
creature.
like friends in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like,
what it sounds
The
like.
creature just
It,
thinks
it doesn't
like,
mean you get to do anything. You just get advantage on checks. And that's
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah. I guess like either way, a Quill might feel magic on him, but he might feel rather close to me and willing
Friendly.
to take my side and let me go.
Let me go. Let me
Choose-
leave.
Too stunned to speak,
Okay, so
but
let's see.
I'll let the DM decide.
Like me, you roll percentile dice, see what happens.
This is a magic quill.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out the stats here.
You know,
True, but
it-
he doesn't know what kind of magic I have.
Correct.
Doesn't
Might
know
as well
who
show
I
by
am.
example.
Okay, so here's what we're
I'm just giving him more data to work with, to be honest.
gonna
There's nothing
Funny.
hostile with this.
Lead by example.
do. Okay. As you slowly cast the spell, and a quill, kind of turns slowly and looks at you, Haster, and it says, "I appreciate that."
Master gives a very kind smile, and then looks at Wilhelm. He's like, "Well, gentlemen," and then leaves.
As you leave, a quill follows.
Uh-oh.
Quill, We're supposed to be writing about notes for Leviathan intercourse. Remember?
Ew.
Are you writing erotica over there?
You're getting pulled.
No, I'm trying to
No.
make a fake
called-
scientist journal.
Research.
As you start walking up the stairs, you kind of feel that, like, someone's watching me kind of presence, and then hear Wilhelm call after Aquil. You look back, and Aquil is just, like, right behind you, following you.
Oh fuck.
Oh, yeah. It's okay, Aquil. I can relieve the watch by myself. Thank you, though.
But we're friends now.
Uh-oh.
We'll always be friends. You now go hang out with Wilhelm. Get the fuck away from me.
Get the fuck away. You got cooties.
You try to
got
back
cooties.
up a little bit, and Aquil keeps in distance.
Oh no, what have you done?
Wilhelm,
What?
you wanna help your friend out? He's getting a little too close, and then it just keeps backing up.
As you back up the stairs, and you're now up on the deck, Aquil shoots up straight to your face and says, "Well done," and then darts back downstairs.
What the fuck?
Fucking EVGBs. Shivers. Huh? Okay then. And
Aquil
she
comes
heads
right
off
back
to,
to you. Yeah, Aquil goes right back to Wilhelm, and then just starts writing as if nothing had happened.
What the fuck? Something right with that. Something right with that.
Did I just manipulate a god?
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Okay, so after you relieve the watch for actually it's not even time for watch relief technically. It's only
Yeah.
like midday.
Mm.
Technically, I guess we could still go out shopping.
So, before I
I'm
forget,
tired.
Yeah, we're about to end.
I may-
so.
I'm making this form, like the
Okay.
whatever you
Please,
want to
I'm
call it,
tired.
letter for Sorry, my brain's not working.
You're okay.
You're good.
I was gonna forward something for saying that the Arcane Acolyte sent us.
Okay.
Do I need to make a roll for that, or do I just...
Let me make that decision later on that.
Mm.
All right.
I'm gonna get back to you on that though. That's a great question.
Okay.
Oh.
And I'm also making a fake research journal.
On the
You're really
intercourse
committing-
of leviathans.
You're
Yeah,
really, you're
because
really
if we're
committing-
researchers,
you're
we
really
gotta
committing
have
to
research, right?
Fair enough.
that. You're
We've
really
given-
committing to this bit.
Yeah, we've given Wilhelm a completely new purpose in life.
Just different
now
fake,
know what I
fake
must do.
dates with fake Leviathan sightings.
I
and-
now know what I must do.
You know what's funny? Your works are going to get found in the near future, and they're not going to know
Yeah.
where they came from, and they're going to be like, they're so in depth about the mating rituals of Leviathans. Like, this is a scientific journal, and it's going to get published.
Like maybe.
They're gonna see that and they're gonna believe it as fact, and you're gonna fuck up so many people.
I love it.
Oh god.
All right. So,
the world will remember.
I wonder.
anything-
I got.
yeah.
Yeah.
Last thing. This will be the last thing, and then we're closing out for tonight.
Okay.
Please, I'm dying. I need sleep.
Actually,
Oscar's-
during midnight.
I just want to say,
go ahead.
I'm just going to say Haster works on the song that she's been working on.
Copy that.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. What I'm gonna say is that before, like Pronto finishes up, like with Norg, like a thought comes to Pronto's mind, like thinking about like Kage's back and all, and thinking about like that glider Kage has, like, and
Yep.
Pronto will actually like get up and knock on Kage's door. Like,
Yeah.
you're still in your room, Kage?
Yeah, absolutely. He'll
Okay.
come up and answer it. Yeah.
Oh, Kage. Pronto's wondering, do you still have that glider thing?
Yep. I'll just keep it on me, and he kind of pulls it from like this side of the door.
Pronto wonders, so how did you acquire this glider?
I made it.
Oh, you made it?
Eh.
Oh, come with Pronto. Like, like before we found you, Kage, we were recently attacked by a giant bird and were able to collect its like remains, like well intact thanks to Linda. And Pronto will like lead to like the like cargo area with the like giant bird remains. Could they be
They've just been
used?
sitting here.
They were all
Yes.
preserved. The meat was taken
Oh,
and
thank God.
preserved and then added to the
Okay.
rations. The rest of the bird, though, the skull, the bones, the feathers, etc., was all stored.
Okay, Kage's gonna sit there and give him a nod and go, How big are the feathers in comparison to the ones on my glider?
I mean, they're about the same size, if not a few of them larger.
Okay, Kage kind of sits there and nods and goes, I could probably make an improved glider with these. Seeing as I'm a bit bigger now, the old glider probably wouldn't work as well.
Yeah, yes, we did recently encountered this, and so with these feathers, your glider can improve.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was wondering if we could make another one with this.
It could be possible, yeah. I mean, I'd probably have to make an entirely new one, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, the old one was made with basically caveman tools. And with you around, you could probably make a much better version.
Yes, like Proto knows how to like carve with wood.
But yeah, no, with this, it would probably be easier to make a new one, yeah.
Okay. Then later on with time, after Pronto's finished with Norik, let's try to make this new glider.
I would appreciate that.
Okay. Yes, while Pronto's like finishing up with Norik and with you being back and all, the thought came to me, and yeah, it was
I would
good.
appreciate that, because I no offense, but I really do like that. Or not no offense, but like I do appreciate you thinking of that, because I do rather enjoy my glider.
Yes.
I was a little bit worried I wouldn't be able to use it again.
Alright.
Yeah, and you'll
With
head back to
that,
his room.
everyone returning to their own projects and their own areas. That is where we will close tonight's session.
Okay, before we
Yes.
all go though, I do have some things I would like to show you all. And I'm
Oh,
showing
is
you
it?
these now rather than when they're finished, because I do need your guys' opinion on them.
Okay.
Can I go ahead and stop recording?
Yeah,
Okay, alright.
you can stop recording. Yeah, this is not that.